Hold on, y'all. Technical difficulty
I can't help it.
because we don't have enough money to pay the cameraman.
Yes, we do. We have plenty of money to play the cameraman. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been officially
3 weeks.
almost 2 weeks, 3 weeks since we've
3 weeks.
actually been able to record and have a show. You know, real life happens from time to time, so we gotta go with the flow and do what we do. So, welcome back.
I'll tell the truth. I won $1 million, blew it. Now I'm back doing the show. Well, no, it's been a crazy ride, real crazy ride. Don't come over here. I don't want to talk to you.
It's been good. We're back.
Get out of here before you mess up the camera.
And we're here to
Okay.
brighten up y'all days for a change. So once again, welcome back.
Mama, I made it.
That's Rome. I'm Rod. Yeah, he got company today, so we're
I'm not
good.
talking to myself.
He's not talking to himself.
Okay.
So
Ready for the question?
what's been going on?
Oh,
we've been
okay.
doing.
Oh, I forgot how this works. We do check on each other from time to time. Oh, no, I've been straight. Ain't nothing really be. Life and is life and
Yeah.
not really much. Hanging out with family. Cousin came down. We having a ball. I'm not gonna tell them how we get down. Just know me and my cousins get down. Or we all in the room. We get down. We're probably the last group of niggas you want all in the same room. So yeah, we got down. That's about pretty much it. I'm on a diet.
You on a diet?
Yeah, my wife got me on that shit there. Yeah.
Okay,
I mean, I cheat from time to time, but nothing too major.
understandable.
Nothing too major. Because you still gotta have that grease in your life.
True
So,
that.
so yeah. So no, I actually been doing good. I was 215. I went down on 208.
Oh, okay. What? 215, 208, five? What?
215, 208. Yeah.
7 pounds?
Could
Okay,
be
bad.
more. Could be more. I don't know. So
Saying why?
that was about no. That was about like I weighed 2 days ago.
Oh,
There you
okay.
go. So it is what it is. That's pretty much it. Living the life.
Okay.
We on TikTok?
Yes, we on TikTok too, sir.
Oh, let me. I gotta wait so I can see it.
We are on TikTok as
Okay.
well, sir.
But that's pretty much it.
Okay.
Pretty much it. It was something. Oh, my card pulling has been off the rip.
Really?
Yeah, I've been pulling some shit. I've been pulling some. For those who know, I'm a big Pokemon puller. We pull cards.
That's
Well,
what's
I'm a
up.
collector. Let's put it like that. I'm not with that scalper. I had to tell a scalper the other day, man, you snatch something out of me, I'm gonna smack the shit out you. I'll tell you that right now. I ain't one of them people. Hey, you do that with the mother folk. I'm not into that snatching shit. You snatch out my hand, I'm gonna smack the shit out
Damn.
you. No, it's a bit. I'm gonna smack the shit out you. So my cousin might be right. I might have to get me a gun because niggas wildin'.
Really?
Yeah, you. It,
I was talking about it today, how these kids, how they're bowing over little kids and stuff
over some cards, nigga.
over
I'm not
cards
gonna
and stuff.
I was like, I got my man right now. Get me cards. I give me whatever I need. I'm not doing all that because to prevent me from having to smack a nigga, I ain't gonna do it. So I say, hey, I keep my peace. Stay away from them. I'm good. Other than that, no.
I mean, I feel you.
Are you ready for the question?
Go right ahead.
Oh, the question is kind of wild now. The question is wild. Does morals play a part in your everyday life? Are you willing to sacrifice your morals for money?
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Are you willing to sacrifice your moral? That is the question. Are you
I'm gonna sit here and say no.
Really?
Yeah, cause some things, money's always gonna be there.
What you mean?
Like, you're gonna work, you're gonna have your money, it's gonna happen. But at the same time, I also feel as if you have your morals and everything, you're gonna be you're not gonna do those things. You're not gonna sit here and say like, oh, I'm sacrificing everything for money. I can't do it.
Fuck all that. Hey, in life, I don't see what's the big deal. Honestly, I don't see what's the big deal. I was talking to a few people. I asked you the question. Have you ever seen $500,000?
No, we have not. I don't think none of us have.
Have you ever seen $1 million?
No.
Have you seen $50 million?
Mm-mm.
Okay. For $50 million, would you put on a dress?
Who you asking?
I'm not. For $50 million.
Yes.
No,
No.
hold on. Don't contradict what you say, because you said for your morals.
That's not
for
going
your
against my
morals.
morals.
I don't believe
Because
it.
I don't think putting on a dress changes anything about me.
Yes, the fuck it does.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, the fuck it does.
I'm sorry. I don't think so.
Would you put on a dress for your everyday life?
No.
Exactly. So yes, that's against your morals to put on a dress.
No, that's not
Would
not
you
against
put on
my
a dress
morals.
right now for free?
What we just said was
Would you put a dress on right now for free?
not for free. No,
Exactly. Why not? Because your morals won't allow you to do that.
I wouldn't say my morals.
All right. Okay. Would you kiss a man for $50 million?
Would I kiss a man for $50 million?
Would you
No.
kiss a man for $50 million?
No, sir.
Why not?
Because I wouldn't.
No.
That
why?
goes against my morals.
But
Wearing
why?
a dress and kissing a man are two different things.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
The Italians kiss men all the time.
That's them. That's their lifestyle. They
I'm
can
not
do
gonna
what
lie
they
to
do.
you, man. Fuck that shit. A quick pet for $50 million? Rod, the Italians, you gay?
No.
I'm not gay. I know I ain't. For $50 million? A quick peck in the check, man. Call that shit over.
No,
with.
that's you.
Italians do that shit all the time. Hey, Paisan, right? That's what they do, right? Man, fuck that. Fuck that. Now
what?
morally, right? So you won't do that for money.
No, I wouldn't do that for money. I wouldn't kiss a man for money.
Okay. You put on a dress on for money.
I'd put him top. I'd drop the dress. 50 mil? Yeah. My family eating good, so
For
I'm
a
not.
peck on the cheek to kiss a man? I ain't gay. A quick peck? Mwah! Nigga, hey. Paisan. The Italians do that shit all the time.
You stupid.
And tell me if I'm wrong.
But see, here's the
The
other.
Italians do this all the and they do that shit for free.
Here's the other part about what you just said.
You seen The Godfather?
You are right.
Have you seen The Godfather? How many times the men kissed each other in there when they entered the room?
You right.
Did they complain? Did they? Oh, that's gay. Hey, look, for $50 million. Yeah. Now, morally, right?
Morally,
Would you see for a man for $50 million?
no.
You know, there's people out there willing to do it.
I believe
Did he?
it.
Not because now I'm saying this morally, people with morals.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay to have them. It is. But when that green monster rears its ugly head, that moral shit go out the window.
Well, it all depends on the person, though, too. It
What you
does.
mean?
Because everybody's not going to run up and say, "Oh, I'm not doing this."
Well, have you been looking at the Diddy case?
I've been looking at Diddy case.
Well-
I've been paid. Well, not in those terms of, you know,
Get out of here.
I got to look at it from that
Get
standpoint.
out of
No.
here.
So
I say get out of here. So
I just feel like at some point that you have to you can't
So when does morals play a factor?
when it's something that you know you won't do.
What you mean? What won't you not do?
Bruh, I know for a fact.
There's a crackhead right now down Terra Boulevard willing to do anything you ask him for $10.
Probably so.
You think his morals are affected?
No.
When you don't see that type of money, you're willing to do anything possible.
Some people are.
Yeah.
Some people are. Everybody does.
Yeah.
I think in
Morally, if that shit open, you taking it.
some.
They taking it, Rod. That's what it is. They taking it.
I can't sit here and say yes on that.
Morally,
Morally, I can't say yes.
man, shit. That's what it is. The people in Diddy's case did it.
Well, yeah, they did.
They did it.
They did.
Where were they more? Where were they more? There's something about this just isn't right. What part?
What part are you referring to?
What part is not right? Morally, what part was not right? Hey, you an adult, considered an adult. Sometimes you just do what you got to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sick, it can be sick, but those are your morals, though, right?
Right.
So when does morals play a part in your everyday life?
Well, they play a part in my everyday life.
If money's involved,
They definitely play a part in my life.
that's all I'm saying. I'm just saying respectfully, of course.
They play a part in my life. Because there's things that I just know I wouldn't do. And that's one of them.
Respectfully, of course. For 50 million? Because I asked that, so will you give a man a peck on the cheek for 50 million? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. For 50 million? Again, Italians do this shit on a day. You've seen The Godfather.
Right. We've all seen the guy.
In all 3 movies. All 4 hours of that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Morally, are my morals affected? No, I don't think there's no such thing as morals.
You don't think there's such thing as morals?
No. A prostitute will spread them legs no matter what. If you flash 200,000, what do you think she's gonna do? If I tell you, baby, I need you to
Well,
go,
you know what she gonna do.
I need you to go work this room. What do you think she gonna do?
She gonna go work the room, sir. We know this.
For 200,000? That's what
Yeah.
it is. No. 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 Now, here's another question. Go, get out of here. No. No. You are. Here's another question. Can you trust a cheater?
No.
Why not?
Because you already know if they cheating now, they gonna cheat then too.
Can you do business with a cheater?
No.
Why?
You can't do business. You can't
Why?
do business with a cheater.
What if I told you they're the biggest person you want to do business with?
Why is that?
Because they know how to keep a secret.
You're right to a certain extent on that. You
No.
are.
They know how to keep a secret. They know.
You're right.
Now, me, I don't condone that. I had a question earlier. If we're just doing little questions, I had a question earlier. Does cheating affect? Does cheating affect? Again, your morals and your everyday life. If you have morals, why would you cheat? Right?
True.
Right? So, with that being said, it's hard to say, hey, can you trust a cheater? A cheater's gonna cheat, correct? I've seen cheaters on the way here, and that was wild.
You stupid.
That was wild.
You've seen them on the way here.
You know, I was watching cheaters on the phone.
Oh, okay.
I'm not supposed to. No.
No, yeah, because you get an ugly ticket doing that here.
Yeah, it depends on who you're asking.
I can't with you.
No. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It was just, where does morals play a factor in it? Where do morals play a factor in your everyday life?
They do.
Is it such a real thing? Now, next part, we just zooming through stuff here. R. Kelly
Ha!
wrote a letter to your El Presidente.
Hold on. Let's get clear before you even say that. You know, I don't rock with him that way.
Who?
You know I don't rock with Donald that way.
Oh, they going to cheat you too. Stop it. If you give them a chance. Yeah, that's what it is. Can you do business with someone who cheat? Is wild. No, you can't. But I do say, hey, I don't know, I would. Why? Because they got shit to lose. They got too much shit to lose.
They do.
You don't want to do this deal? Man, don't your wife know your ass and goddamn. Alright. I don't gotta say more. Alright. But no, today's next thing, we just speed rushing. We just doing local news that's been going on. Get it out the way.
Yeah, because it's like I said, it's been a few weeks.
It's been a few weeks, so we just zoom passing things.
We haven't got to the meat and potatoes yet.
R. Kelly wrote a letter to his El Presidente. Said, man, pardon me, Nick. Damn, let me loose. Do you think he should let him go?
I don't think he should let him go.
Why? You pardon everybody.
He did pardon everybody else. Let's be clear. He did pardon everybody
You
else.
want an NBA young boy, and he been in there how many times? What's the difference?
He's pardoned everybody else, but still.
That's not. Come on. All right. Pardon the man. You pardon a man that got 400 years on his sentence to 2. Mind you. And then I was looking at people, you know, the gangbangers,
Right.
and they consider that a win. Nigga, he still got 200 more years.
My problem
He has 200 more
my problem
years.
with the whole Hoover
He's
thing,
not getting out.
they thought it was gonna be something different, and it wasn't. It wasn't what they thought it was gonna be.
How many years did NBA YoungBoy have on his sentence for him to be pardoned?
What? 100? What? I forgot. I don't even know to be
Maybe 2 years, 3 years. We're talking about a man that has 400 years. How can I pardon you?
You might well just let me fall out then.
That to me, I ain't no gangbanger.
You right? You sure?
Can't prove it.
You right? We can't.
Can't prove it. I ain't no gangbanger. Like it's already that.
Yeah, I like how you did that, but yeah.
And that's not everybody celebrating. What the fuck are we celebrating?
They still got 200 years. He
I
still
thought
got 200
everybody,
years.
Oh, all of them excited. Oh, he coming out to win.
To go to jail somewhere else?
But he's not.
No, he left. He left the federal. He still got the state charges.
Yeah, boy, he have 200 more years. And I'm seeing everybody jumping for joy. And I'm looking at them like,
Why?
you're never going to see this man again.
That's true. You're not.
Yeah, you can say y'all can say what you want to. This is you're never going to see this man again. Never. 200 years? What is the likelihood of him surviving that?
He's not.
How old is he in there? What, 70?
Yeah.
He's like 70?
He's gonna be in there for a minute.
No, Rod, when he died, he's going back.
His spirit's going back.
He's not getting out. He's not. Let me tell you how much of an asshole your president is. I pardoned the man for 200 years of his sentence. I couldn't wipe that out.
You could have.
I couldn't have wiped that out.
You could have.
Now, mind you, is he in there for murder? They say yeah. I'm confused. They couldn't wipe that? That's not a wipeable offense?
See, I don't know.
I think he's in there. Yes, I forget. He was an activist as well. That's
True that.
He was an activist as well. Say that's why you really gave me them years. Okay, people who do murder still get out. People who've killed a man still gets out.
Mm-hmm.
200 fucking years? I got 200 years out of a 400-year sentence. You're not getting out.
Nah, you stuck, bro.
You're not. And I was seeing people jumping for joy and we did it. He's out. They make it. No, stop it. He really made a mockery out of y'all. He really made a mockery out of y'all. And us as black folk is stupid. Because I pardoned a man only in a 2-year sentence. So I got rid of a 2-year sentence for him. That's it. That's it. I got rid of a 200-year sentence. You still got to do the other 200. What the fuck am I going to do? I'm dead. I'm dead. You probably saved me from death row, whatever. I'm dead.
Right.
The chances of me making that, even living half of the 200, I still got to worry about the 50. How many years did he do it already?
Who, Larry Hoover?
Yeah, how many?
What? Like 20 or something like that already?
I think it's more than 20. Out of a 400-year sentence. Man, stop counting.
I'm not counting no years. I'm telling you that now.
It's over with.
I'm not counting no years.
So this is what I'm saying. Nothing against R. Kelly. They didn't pardon a man that had a 4-year or 400-year sentence. Nigga, what makes you think they're gonna pardon you with a 25-year sentence?
Right.
I'm just, for me, tell me if that makes sense. Larry Hoover had 400 years. Now he got 2. They didn't pardon him for that. R. Kelly write a letter. Say, please let me go. I think I'm in here unjustly. They trying to kill me. What, he got like 25 years?
Mm-hmm.
They didn't. I don't even think the president gonna respond.
I don't think he did neither.
He's not going to. Number one, what you sending the letter to? What you sending the letter?
But how do you even write a letter to the president, first of all? What address do you use?
What makes you think the president's even gonna get that letter?
The question is, what address are you going to use?
R. Kelly needs to come with terms, even though I feel like, yeah, that's my boy, that's R. Kelly. Robert did that.
What you said, Robert
We
did
talking
that.
about Robert. Robert in jail. We using his real name. Robert is in prison. R. Kelly's not in prison.
Right.
What makes you think they're gonna let Robert go?
That's a good question.
If they didn't pardon the man with 200 years, they're gonna pardon you with 25? And look who they pardoned. They pardoned NBA YoungBoy.
What's going on, Kuma? What's happening?
What's up? They pardoned. I hate to say it. They pardoned the nigga that's gonna go right back.
They pardoned the Chrisleys. Let's be clear. They was in jail for like $100 million worth of tax evasion, and he was like, "Nah, y'all get on out."
We let him go.
But hold up, I will say this though.
Youngboy
But I will say this though.
That's
For the Chrisleys though, on the back end, I feel like
that's a scam. These bitches stole money.
no. But what I'm saying is, from when he did it, because they've been in jail for a couple years now. Well, not before.
After they canceled that bullshit ass show.
Hey, that show was funny as fuck. I don't care what you say
What you
about
mean?
it. That show was funny as hell because I didn't know
You were
if
watching Thieves.
we didn't know they were thieves at the
Yes,
time.
the fuck you did.
No, you
Them
didn't.
niggas were thieves. What
You
they-
did not know.
What they do?
Oh, he had all kinds of businesses, but we didn't know what kind of business they were.
Exactly.
But again, though,
Exactly.
but if that's the case, that's the same thing you can say about Martin. What did Tommy do for a living?
You want to compare?
I'm just saying, I'm not talking about a man's freedom. We don't know what time. We know he had some stuff he dealt with modeling and kind of stuff like that.
Oh, you don't know that.
No, but when he first started, yeah.
You don't know that.
No, he tells you he did that.
Cap.
So again, no. But that's the same thing, like them saying, Tommy saying he got to go to work. Work where? What did Tommy do? Do you know what Tommy did?
Yeah.
Do you know what Tommy did? Yes or no?
Yeah.
No, again, what did he do?
You still had a job.
You're not listening.
It doesn't matter.
You're trying to justify
He
it.
still had a job.
You can't justify it. That's the
Should
problem.
R. Kelly be released?
Exactly, Nick. The nigga didn't have a.
You don't know that.
What job did Tommy have?
Fuck that. Should R. Kelly be released?
No, you still ain't. No, you're not dodging the question. You're sitting here saying
To be determined.
that Todd Chrisley didn't have a job.
Nigga didn't have no
You
job.
said he was stealing.
He was stealing. He's a criminal.
Again,
He was a social worker. Thank you. Tommy was a
But-
social worker.
Tommy was a social worker.
The white woman.
Right.
He was. I'm gonna tell you this. To be fair, he parted the Chrisleys. He parted NBA YoungBoy. He took time off the 400 and gave you 200, and then he let go of them rioters that actually killed people.
Now that was some bullshit. But we not finna dwell on that. All we just
I'm
saying.
just saying he killed them, right? Them people.
It did people that pass. It did
So-
people pass. Yeah.
So he let them go. So you mean to tell me we can't let R. Kelly go?
I don't think they're gonna let Kelly out.
Why
Even
not?
though with everything
Why?
that's going on with him, I don't think they're gonna let him
Why
out.
not? Why not? Okay, I get it. You got him on some bullshit. Let's call it like I see it. Now the girls, yes, you can't do that. But I still say you couldn't really prove that shit either.
But they proved it.
Not really.
Because all the girls are adults now and grown.
Please. I can't kidnap a grown ass woman.
You can't?
No.
How come?
Ask her. When you saw that 18-year-old, because she was 18, when you saw that 18-year-old, where was she? Driving his car, shopping. Does that look like someone who is scared and kidnapped? Brainwashed.
We're not finna sit here and go back and revisit that.
I'm
Does
saying,
Kelly need to be released?
look, you really
You
said
gotta sacrifice one. You gotta sacrifice
Leave
one.
the Kelly in there.
No.
Leave the Rod in there.
No.
What you mean?
You gotta sacrifice him or Diddy.
No, Diddy can't get no party.
You gotta sacrifice one of them.
Diddy ain't getting no party.
So that means Diddy going to jail. That's what
No,
you're
he
saying.
got to go to jail.
Okay.
They're not gonna let that go.
If Diddy goes to jail, I would be okay with them letting
Hell, if
Kelly
Young
go.
Thug went, I would have said, man, pardon that nigga. Wait a minute.
But you do
I
understand.
think they need to lock the parents. Come on, man. I get it.
The parents took money.
Can I ask you a question? Stupid question.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we comparing crimes, right?
Right.
Don't get me wrong. What R. Kelly did, yeah, you can call that. You can call that. Here or there, you can call that. It's fucked up. It is. Now, I was reading earlier and said, oh, wait, he married a 15-year-old girl. Wait a minute. Hold on. Stop that there. So the fuck what? Who cares?
No, this is him. He said, "Are we reenacting the booze?"
I'm just saying.
No,
Wait a
he
minute.
feels like if all these folks Trump pardon can get out, why can't he pardon? Why can't he pardon R. Kelly?
Because I asked.
That's what he's saying.
I was asked people. They was like, "Oh no, remember he married a 50-year." So the fuck what? And doesn't say shit when Elvis married that 13-year-old girl.
You just
What's
not.
the difference?
You just not gonna be happy till you
What's
just.
the difference? What's the difference? Okay, yeah, you can call it a crime. You can call it a crime. Yeah, you can call it. But I'm confused. Who came out first? R. Kelly or Elvis? That was Elvis, right?
What's up, Yeet?
Hey. Elvis was out before R. Kelly, right?
Yeah.
Well, he married a 13-year-old girl. What's the
He
difference?
said, did he marry her at 14? I thought Elvis just met her when she was 14.
Fuck no, he married her.
That was Jerry Lee Lewis.
No, Elvis married that girl.
Not at no 15.
Who? No. R. Kelly married Aaliyah at 15. Elvis married that girl when she was 13, 14.
I had to look that one up.
Right now.
I looked that up. But as we were saying,
Yeah, that's some bullshit.
but-
Pardon that nigga. Pardon him.
I don't.
Oh,
One got to be sacrificed for the greater good. He said Elvis married her at 14.
I'm not tripping. I'm not crazy. So the fuck what? Okay, he married her at 15. Oh, shame on R. Kelly. The parents let that happen, right? Can I ask you a question? They televised Elvis's wedding. Was the 14-year-old girl's parents in attendance?
I don't want to say
Who
it's.
cares?
Listen, I don't
Who
want
cares?
to say it's a different time.
I
don't want to do
then
that.
say it's a different race. Say it's a race
I
factor.
can't. I'm not getting racist on you today.
What you mean? He pardoned people who killed people when they did that march. He pardoned NBA YoungBoy, who's probably technically gonna go right back. He's probably gonna go right back. You pardoned a nigga that's going right back. Nothing against him, but the likelihood of him going back to jail is probably gonna be pretty high. You pardoned Larry Hoover only on 200 years of his sentence. If you're asking me, you can't pardon R. Kelly for a little bit? Take 20 years off. You taking 200 off. You taking 200 years off. What's the big deal? No, man, that's crazy. You pardon Larry Hoover killed folks, didn't he? Ain't that what they said? They said Larry Hoover killed folks. You took to Rod. Don't disrespect me. That's all I'm saying. Don't disrespect my intelligence. You letting everybody else with a slap on the wrist go. The kids stole millions and millions of dollars. Her stank ass wife.
Him.
I see he a transgender. They stole all that money.
Let me be clear. You said. How can you say that when this man has 5 kids?
Fuck him.
Priscilla married Elvis in Vegas on May 1st, 1967 when she was 21.
That motherfucker was 14. I saw the tape.
You see the tape.
Black and white.
Oh, God.
I'm saying, man, let that motherfucker.
Met at 14, married at 21.
I'm sorry. Was I still not fucking a 14-year-old girl?
Do we know they were doing that?
Let's go to the next thing.
He was 24 and she was 14 when they met in 1959.
Were they fucking? I wonder. I wonder. I wonder. I'll tell you something crazier. Can I be mad at you for doing your job? That's a question out there because this is a question that we just running roughshod because it's been about 2 or 3 weeks.
Can I
be mad at you for doing your job?
I can't say.
If I come to your job, your place of employment, is that Nick? Who's that?
That's Nick.
Nick, if I come to your place of employment, you working, and I say, and I'm mad at you for doing your job. You're doing it wrong. Yeah. Oh no. Criticize all that. Can I be mad at you for doing your job? Correctly, of course.
I don't think you can be mad at me doing my job correctly.
Okay, so how can you be mad at ISIS?
You mean ICE, not ISIS.
Hey, you might as well say because they organize. Can you be mad at?
I don't want to dwell in it too far. I can't be mad at them for doing their job, but at the same time, that's a slippery slope. I understand that they're under the command of somebody who feels
You ain't got no choice.
No, that's what I'm saying. You don't have a choice, but at the same time, and now I'm not saying that's wrong. What I'm saying is that yes, you do your job. I understand it, but morally, morally,
glad this morals came back.
No, because here's the thing: morals do play a part.
No, it don't.
No, not in your job, saying, but that's the part that I'm getting at. You can be mad at the execution part of it. That's the part that plays with your morals because you go home at night, you've done your job, but can you sleep knowing what you did?
Okay, can you sleep being broke?
Yeah, you can sleep being broke.
Well, that's easy.
But again,
either you quit or you continue what you're doing.
To be fair, there are people who said, you know what, I don't want to take part in this.
Hey, good luck for you.
And that's fine.
Good luck in your future endeavors.
That's fine.
I cannot be mad because
it's not about being mad. It's about some people have it to where if they do something wrong or this, that, or third or whatever, it messes with them mentally to the point where, like, see, you might not feel that way in a sense.
I'm not saying
but
that.
Here's the thing: you have to understand everybody operates different. For you, you might not. Your thing is this is my job. This is what I got to do.
You know what you signed up for?
No, you didn't sign up for no.
Yes, you did.
No. Let me be clear. Let me be clear. You signed up
to deport.
No,
and protect. Get them up out of there.
But again, you didn't sign up for raids to raiding schools with kids in them.
Hey,
no, and this is where this is the part where Nick is saying is true though. The execution part of this has people at home not sleeping because of what somebody else wants.
It's the orders. If your boss gives you an order, you're gonna tell him no?
Technically, you can tell him no if it's unethical.
What's unethical? That shit. So let's just throw this number out. Not real numbers. Let's just say ICE got 60,000. Got 60,000. Let's use 60,000. They got the quota is 60,000. You didn't hear really shit about ICE until now.
No, the reason why you didn't hear about ICE is because they were not going and raiding schools.
They wasn't.
And raiding office buildings and raiding farms.
So that quota was probably.
No, that quota still could be the thing.
No. I said they probably said, hey, look, not no big, because you already know they have a track of all immigrants here. Y'all can play dumb if you want to. They already know it's here. That's how they're able to raid and go to these places because they know where you're at. Only difference is now is that the orange man came and told you, hey, no, enemies necessary. The fun and games is done. I'm going to make y'all do y'all jobs. For what quarter was, maybe you say you got to lock up 500 people after 60,000. Throw in a number. You gotta lock up 500 people out to 60,000. Okay, cool. You never heard about it. You never seen it until now.
Because and not only the fact. Let's be clear. This
he
shit.
gave an order.
But then you're going around televising it too.
What can you do?
I mean, this is why I say some of these people.
Quit your job?
No, I'm not saying I would quit my job,
With
but
no-
I would truly have a problem sleeping at night knowing I just walked in. You're deporting kids with no no families. There's all kinds of horror stories that's going on about this.
Were they doing that before?
No, they were not.
Why they not? Why were they not?
One, because if the child is born here.
No, that's not why.
No.
Because you had no president pushing the factor.
Why though? Why are you sitting
But
here?
that's him.
That's what I'm saying.
That's him.
Him.
He wasn't pushing.
But
you had no president pushing the factor of immigrants like this.
But here's
here's
the bad part
it's
about
over.
No, here's the bad part about it. Now you have to contradict yourself about what you're doing because of the other stuff.
Well,
now you contradicting yourself, having to backbite because of something that you did, and now you realize these people that, like he said, here's my problem, and this is me, and then we're gonna get off this topic. You have people who work in the farm industry, in the hospitality industry,
I need them.
that I know for a god doggone well I'm not finna be out on no farm picking nothing at all.
Well, let me stop you right there.
At
And
all.
I'm saying this to any black person. I don't give a damn how much the good the pay is.
I'm not finna
If
be
I
out.
catch your ass picking anything, and your ancestors turning over in their grave watching you pick anything, I don't give a fuck if it's strawberry. You better be picking it on your own accord.
Cause you finna take this shit home and
Cause
cook yourself or something.
Because if you're working for a company that's telling you, I need you to pick this, oh no, we got a problem. You can't go out there and pick that.
But you do understand what I'm saying.
It's just
So now you're backbiting. You see what I'm saying? Now you're backbiting
it's just
because
hard to
now,
fix it now.
yeah, it's the optics are so bad on it now because you're having ICE arrest senators. All they want to know is answers to questions. You have ICE arresting American citizens for doing the job that they supposed to do that their boss told them to do. Remember the lady in the office that they took out and threw that? But all she did was say, my boss told me I can't let y'all in here. They threw her to the ground and walked her out.
So you're coming with me? Because I'm going to tell you why. The president says anything that deems a threat, you pattern and take care of it. If I question you, oh no, you're a threat on the ground. Am I against what he's doing? Yes. Am I against ISIS? No, because I'm only doing what I'm told. I can't blame them. I can't. Yes. Is it fucked up? Absolutely. What are you going to do about it? You can quit. I mean, yeah, but you're talking about millions of people this is their only source of income.
No, and you're right, and that's the point that I'm truly making. Is like you don't realize how bad you stepped your foot in this. You're trying to solve a problem with brute force. Really, let's be honest. You're brute forcing your way through this, not realizing the other impacts that it's having on everything.
How long has Home Depot been around?
Yeah, the day that I saw that on TikTok, it kind of hurt me to my soul.
They're at the Home
They
Depot
pull up, they pulling up.
you out.
They know you're gonna be there. They need a job. We know where to find them at. They at Home Depot. They at Lowe's. They at any hardware shop
So
where they.
mad? Can you be mad at that?
I can't be mad at them for doing their job, but at the same
I just
time,
hate that they get a bad rep for doing their job.
no, I can agree with you, but again, though, you have morals. You're some of these people are going home and can't sleep at night because of what this man has them doing. That day they walked into a barbershop and arrested that man who been working at this barbershop cutting hair. He's got all his papers, all his credentials. They walked in there and took him just because he looked the part.
So now let me ask the question. Now, remember what I told you, does morals play a part in your everyday life? I'm telling you, no. Because of this. Is that me?
That's
Because, oh, that's not. Yeah. Because, yes, morally right, I totally agree. How can you sleep at night knowing that, man? You don't send some kids out to school.
that part.
But
Or you sending kids.
back home,
1, 2 years old.
Back detention. Can I be mad at ICE for that? Yes. Well, no, because that's their job. You think they want to be out there snatching kids out of school? You think they want to be out there snatching the people at the Home Depot? They probably been at that Home Depot and had work done to their house with the same folk. And now they looking at you.
Like, what you doing?
Coming to get that. Oh, my friend, you need more work? No, my friend, you got to come with me. You have to come with me. You know how hard how heartbreaking that is? But I feel sorry for the kids because no kids have to go through that. Now, grown adults that's been here forever. And we looked at that proper channel to this. You got to follow the proper channel.
Mm-hmm.
I was telling people now, because I was like, yeah, to try to get a green card right now will probably be the stupidest thing you can ever do. Because it doesn't matter if you get that green card now. Don't apply for that green card right now because they're taking you. They're going to take you on the spot because you decided to wait till now. You wait till now. You go there and because I think you got to do that in person.
What?
To apply for your green card.
Yeah, you can't do that any other way.
That ain't over the phone or internet thing. The moment you go apply for that green card up there, they're waiting for you. I would never be the one standing in line waiting to get a green card. Because if you're in line and you tell them folk I'm here to get a green card or a work visa, oh, okay, wait right here.
Got something.
We're going to be working right with you. You're going. They're taking you. Back to, now, my wife was like, it sucks for people, send money home and maybe you could, that's poverty over there. There's a reason why they're over here.
Mm-hmm.
That's poverty. They don't want to be over there. You know what happens to them over there? It ain't pretty. You got people who's running from, the cartel, mafia. You got people who's running from these people. Why the fuck?
I don't know, man. It's rough. And it's kind of like with me right now. I'm just like, that's why I don't dwell on cause it's a sad topic.
And I only bring it up because people wanted to know. Yeah, and I was like, how I feel about it. How I feel about it is just, I can't. Yes, this is a sad moment. The kids are getting snapped, but I told you the same thing when he came president. What are you going to do about it?
Ain't nothing you can. That's what I say. Is there really anything?
Because they said, "Oh yes, impeach him, impeach who?"
They did that already. They did that the last time.
That failed, didn't it?
No, he was impeached, but he was still president.
So that failed. So
no,
I was right.
No, it didn't. No, it's not a matter of it failing.
If I impeach you, that means you're no longer president. But
you're still in office. He wasn't kicked out of office. You can be impeached and still be sitting without them removing you from office. Which is dumb as hell if you ask me.
It failed. That nigga was still there. That nigga was still calling shots. I'm telling you. I'm telling you this. For the people because they were looking, who's trying to say, well, ICE this and ICE that, them niggas doing a job. You don't get mad at how you get mad at the tow truck company to come to get your shit and you ain't paid? What the fuck do you expect is gonna happen to you? You think they're gonna let you go? You gonna be mad at them? No, they came to do a job. It's a service. They're here to take you. Your president gave the order. Take them. We're not talking to you. We're not having a conversation. If we feel like, which is not right, if we feel like you one of them,
you're out.
But it's whatever. Quick thing, going past it. Sports suck.
Well, I'm gonna say this.
So sports suck.
I'm gonna say this part though.
We on basketball now.
We ain't got to that part. I just want to say this.
Sports suck.
Just sports in general.
Sports suck. I think everything is paid off.
How does your star quarterback from Cleveland get 2 speeding tickets in 2 weeks? And
where did he get the tickets at?
Ohio, where he's at now. He's got 1 ticket doing 101 in a 45. Then he's got another ticket for doing I think it was in between. I want to say between 91 and 96 in a 54. Now,
Do
I'm
they,
a, I'm
do they sign contracts about behavior?
yes, they have ethics clause and stuff like that in the NFL.
Okay.
They do.
Oh, okay. Do you think he was doing that top speed?
What you mean?
Do you think he was doing that?
Yeah, they got their own gun. They don't.
What that mean?
Radar gun. No,
No.
he's done.
You got me on camera doing it.
Yes,
I want to see it.
it's all on the news. It's valid. This is not fake. This is not fake news, everybody. This is valid. You can actually go pull it up where both incidents have been recorded and they have footage of him being pulled over with the gun, showing the gun, saying that he was doing 101.
So funny that they were there to capture that.
Here you go with
Yes.
oh god.
Yes.
Everything is not a conspiracy theory.
Bullshit.
Everything.
They already didn't want me there. They really ain't gonna be there now.
No, he's still there.
Rod? No, he ain't playing.
I told you he's not starting though. I told you that already.
Well,
I know. I told you he's not starting.
well,
He's not starting.
maybe. We jumping the gun on that.
Mm-mm.
We jumping the gun.
Do you realize the NFL starts in less than 2 months?
You don't know what they're planning yet, though.
You still have a quarterback that's already been proven that's in front of him still.
You know, I'm just saying. We don't know yet. I say he don't make the. I don't know.
He's gonna make the team because you don't have any other option. He's already signed his contract too. He's making the team.
No, I say you can make the team. He's still not playing.
No, he's second string.
Is he
So
playing?
he'll be a backup. So eventually, at some point, he'll get in the game and start and take over. But they're not gonna start him. Huh?
Tabard?
No. You know, there's no such thing as garbage time in football. You know that. You want to put money on it if you don't play, or you want to do a friendly wager?
Put the 25 cent on that. Let's do it.
2 apples.
2 apples.
2 apples. Since you eat,
25
eat 2 apples is worth more than 25 cents.
No, fuck that. Put a kombucha on that. And not the small bottle either, the big bit. I'll say you don't.
Okay, I'll take you up on that.
They're just giving up for this man not to play.
So
I'm just not.
he's gonna play. He's gonna play. I can't say when because remember there's 17 games in the NFL. All he has to do is play. You didn't say how many minutes, nothing like that.
Yeah,
The bet said play. End of discussion.
No, you said first fucking game.
No, I didn't say first. I didn't say first game. I said he wasn't starting, but I said he's playing.
I say you start him.
They not gonna start. Infamous / Mr. Sora. What's happening?
Even with that, okay. Now,
So
I told everyone, we going into sport. We are going through everything that we missed.
he's an ass.
We all in back. We are in sports right now. We in the sports section. We moving. Antonio Brown. That nigga smart.
But
Say what you want to. He's smart.
But I just say I think with him, you know,
He's smart.
he did what he did. He got out. He did what he did. He good.
Who?
Antonio Brown.
He's
good.
smart.
He
Nigga,
good.
because if you stay your ass in America, you done.
Yeah.
He over there overseas living it and did a video on the bike. So
Well, since we still there, that too. Let's talk. And I know you don't like that. He's smart. He did what he did. But let's take it another step further. Cardi B and Stephon Diggs. You saw the picture of her on the boat and him hugged up. Now, mind you,
that nigga for cheating.
huh?
That
She
nigga
showed that man. I'm gonna show you better than I can tell you. You wanna play around? You wanna F around and find out? Oh, you found out.
I don't like that they bring the kids into. I wouldn't have.
But that's
I
not a
wouldn't
hit.
have-
But
I
that's not a her thing though.
But I wouldn't have braided his hair like the niggas. Hey, you tripping. Oh, okay, all right, get back. You already got back with him. You got you got you a football star.
And you know she's hosting SummerSlam.
And we saying star.
Yeah, he is.
That's what I'm saying.
He's a star.
That's what I'm saying. You got you a star. I wanted to did the braids thing.
But no, it's just you see here's.
I know.
I'm gonna say this.
It just keeps bringing up shit that don't need to be.
It's not just fuel. It's
addressed.
just not to the fuel to the fire type thing. It's like
Nah.
you keep playing with me. And let's be clear. He kept playing with her. He kept playing around.
I'm afraid this
doing stuff.
It's gonna be tit for tat.
He can't do tit for tat because
What the fuck he
I
got?
hate to say she was the prize. Ain't nobody finna go mess with Offset right now.
You crazy.
You see the girl Offset with and then you see Cardi B. Which one you want?
Man, these are they can get any woman they want any time of the week. There's another 3-4 Cardi B's out there.
But he ain't got now one of them.
Like, yeah. He's just he's a cheater. She's a cheater. What's the difference?
No, he cheated first.
What's the difference?
He cheated first.
It's whatever. I just hate the kid. Don't bring that boy in like that, man. I think that was a little bit over the top.
Nope, because you know the old saying, right?
Ah.
You know the old saying is right. All is fair in love and war, right?
Yeah, but
It
wouldn't
don't.
have did that. I wouldn't have did that.
So
Taste this. Let's see. The lowest rated
yeah,
games in
the last 10
since
years.
the Spurs? No, it's been. Now, I think it's paid.
I'm not gonna say it's paid. All I'm gonna say is
It's
that they're doing everything in their power.
7 games.
They're doing everything in their power.
Not yet. 7 games.
They're doing everything in their power to make this
An
as
interesting-
serious, and you can't.
There's like you gotta call it for like I see it. And I had a conversation with somebody else about it. 2 things. It's you just don't have no star power. Well, you have star power.
But you don't have enough.
No, you have star power. These are
They're-
elite players we're talking about here. Why these are superstars we're talking about. Not elite players. These are superstars we're talking about. This ain't like so the difference between superstar and elite. You have a superstar. Yes, SGA. Superstar. LeBron James. Elite.
Well, I don't
No,
want
that
to.
nigga elite.
No, I'll give
That
him.
nigga's elite.
I'll give him elite.
He is
But
elite.
I want.
He can win and lose right now. Elite.
What I'm gonna say about him, I'll say right after you finish talking about it.
LeBron James is LeBron James on the team is still healthy, still good, still can help. So he's elite. Kevin Durant, elite. But
I don't think nobody wants him neither. Looking at what's going on with him and his little.
and I'm glad I'll bring
You ain't got to say much, but we just know. But again, before you go,
But
before you say that, and we'll close out the discussion of the finals. Game 7 is Sunday, and I find it weird that it is a game 7. This series should have been over at 4 or 5.
I think that's it. If you look at the games, because I watch the games.
Glad you do.
I love basketball. You see the sloppy play, and that's not what they do. And looking at it, they just giving the ball away, I was like, I understand. Anderson Silva came out and said that the ratings are not low cap. I
Them ratings are horrible,
we're
bro.
playing good. 80. They say, 88.2 million is not bad. Absolutely, it is.
For the finals, yes.
When you're a $1 billion company, yes, you are. Now, I had an argument with another friend about, and we'll end it here. He said, how do I feel like I can drop any players in today's game and put them in, 56? Yes, because the elite level of what we're talking about, we're talking about a skill set, right?
Mm-hmm.
My friend was like, "Oh no, you crazy." I was like, "No, think about it. We're talking about a skill set, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where the skill set in the 50s and 60s and 70s is this, right? Dribble. Today's skill set
Is
if I put that in the 50s, they're gonna look at that nigga like, what the fuck is that? And they're gonna lose. My friend was like, oh no. Yeah, I was like,
Again,
the elite level of today's
it's
players.
different from the elite level.
And so if I drop, let's say, a Giannis in there, he'll dominate. Shaq was 100%. He will dominate any player you put in front of him because the elite level.
But let's be clear though.
Just
I'm gonna
not
tell you
the
what I'm gonna
same.
tell you what Shaq also said too when he said that. But he wouldn't dominate me.
And he's crazy on that. I give him that. Well, if you think about it.
But you have to understand one thing you have to remember about Shaq. Shaq will probably be, and a lot of people hate me when I say this, probably one, if not the best center in the league ever, because of who he is. Anytime this man says something, I'm sorry, I have to agree and listen to him because he's not telling no lies. Yes, exactly.
No, he got 4.
He got 4. So I'm gonna listen to this man.
And I'm being honest. If I drop LeBron James in the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, hell, 90s.
90s pushing it because you still had some. Still had not that the late 90s, early 2000s.
I say the 90s
that's iffy.
because if I drop LeBron James and any other teams on the East with the so-called team elite level that they so-called have.
Well, you gotta remember there was only
Jordan might not get 6. Let's just say if I put what was the team in the 90s that was still, if I put Kevin Durant with the Supersonics and put them out there when they were facing Jordan.
I know did Seattle did? No, they did play them for a final
series. Yes, they have. I did that. Jordan is not winning that because you haven't played that type of it.
Well, you also have to remember we have to remember that it was a different game. It was a different game back then too because you also had different rule sets. Let's be clear, there was different. That's why I don't like to compare eras because the rules change per era as well as the players per era. So it's not a fair comparison of this era is better than that because things have. I've come to the realization that Jordan is his era. That's him.
Yes.
You leave that alone. LeBron is his era. Yes. Leave it alone. Bill Russell, Wilt Chamberlain, that's their era. Leave it alone. Stop with the conversations of who's the best. Because if we really want to be honest, Bill is better than everybody, and Jordan said it himself. He said, Bill has 11, I have 6, so does that make Bill better than me? Now this came out of Jordan's mouth, did it not?
I could say.
You could say yes.
I could say Robert Horry.
You could say that if we're basing everything off championships, in which I hate, and this will be the last part of the basketball part before we get into our wrestling and our game before we do. With that being said, LeBron backpedaled this week when he came out and said, you can't judge a person's greatness by the number of rings they got. That's backpedaling. Is it not? Is it not backpedaling? Yes.
I answer that. Absolutely.
I'm
looking at him.
So now you're looking. I can't catch this man now. I can't catch his 6. So now I got to find another way to make myself look better than him. And this is when you start dribbling off stats. And that's when Stephen A. and Shaq called him out. So now you want to move the goalposts to benefit you.
Because you can say...
But you see what I'm saying.
You can say Jordan's better with 6 rings. I can say LeBron James is better with 50,000.
Again,
but here's the problem with what LeBron James said. Nigga, what?
First of all, if I'm in this conversation of greatest of all time, I'm not finna diminish my 4 rings regardless. Regardless of anything. Like. That's what he did.
Because it sounds like you saying
you basically concede.
Matter.
And what do we used to say all the time?
What the fuck are you talking about? Rings don't matter. There are people right now crying. Can't stand Michael Jordan to this day.
And now you just basically just said it's him and I'm underneath him. I'm underneath him and Kobe. That's basically what you're saying now.
It's okay not to have the rings. That doesn't define me as a player.
But how many?
You can't say that.
But how many times have I?
You can't say that.
But how many times have I said greatness should not be measured by the number of rings? And I'm on the outside looking in.
You wasn't saying that before.
Remember, I said that.
Yeah. I'm talking about him.
But how long have I been saying that?
Well, since we started this, you can't say that. You can't say rings don't mean. You're crazy, Rod. You're fucking crazy. Rings don't matter.
Now they don't matter because you know you're not going to get 6.
Nigga, please. So you're right. That means if I join the NBA today, that's how. It's okay.
I don't have to win a ring. Long as I go out here and try my best and
show
do
my
hard.
face and
Maybe win an
be
award
loved.
here and do this and do
nigga,
that.
you know what these? You have people. Patrick Ewing has never in his life, and probably never will. Well, I know he never will. He never is going to get an NBA championship ring unless he's a coach. That's the only way you.
But ain't he coaching college right now?
No, I don't think so. They fired him out of Georgia.
Oh well, damn. Well, got that then.
So, unless you're a coach, you will never
See a ring.
in your life, unless you decide, fuck it, I'm gonna lace up the boots and get back out there. You couldn't do it then.
Why would you do it now?
You have too much elite. It's over with. For him to say that, nigga, you can't say that. You can't say that. No, nigga, you gotta go out there. Nigga, you gotta go out there and get them fucking rings. You got 2 more to go. Technically 3.
Yeah, because a lot of people don't count the bubble.
No. For the sake of argument, count your bubble, nigga.
So he got 2 to get.
No.
No, yes. He only has 4.
He has to get 3.
He needs 3. He needs 2 to tie, 3 to be ahead.
He needs 3.
He ain't
You need 3. You need 3 to finish this story
He
off.
can't finish the story. He's
Because-
not Cody Rhodes. He is not finishing this. He is not
What
finished this story
is
off.
your fucking chances with every
Especially, hold on. Especially now that they done sold the team.
now that's the last thing. Now that
You and Bernie might be out the door, buddy.
you see that amount?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna say this dumb shit. You don't got players that's worth billions now, but the team is worth $1 billion. You probably got 2 stars, and they don't even equal out to $1 billion. Rod, they sold the Lakers.
That they did. Which we never saw that part coming.
What does that mean?
What does that mean for him?
We don't believe in you. Well, I brought in Luka for this reason. I see this coming. I didn't see the selling of the team.
We saw Luka coming in to be your replacement. We did see that.
You and your boy. Let's go. You might not make it to the third son. To the second son. I'll tell you that right now. Yeah, you might not make it for the daughter. Last thing, why they fucking up Ken Clark like that, man?
Cause
They fucking up. Oh, God damn. Now,
it's a fight. It's a fight with her. I'm not
that's
gonna
not
lie.
fair.
It is, but it's not. No, it's not fair. But I'm saying at the end of the day, we see what's happening.
And
We know what's happening.
I like to recap.
Oh yeah, she like what you want to recap?
I like to recap my statement. Angel Reese ain't it.
I'm done.
She
I ain't gotta
ain't
say
it.
nothing else.
Yeah.
And you wonder why she get in the paint and get did up.
No, she's missing.
No, but I'm saying
She got the
I'm
rebound
talking
because
about-
she's
I'm
grabbing her
talking-
own shit.
I'm talking about though the elbows that she getting and the shots that she get, people getting in on her because they know she ain't it.
I looked at it. Maybe with a little bit of practice.
So this is what I want to ask you about. There are rumors. Not yet. There are rumors of a college 2K26 basketball game coming out.
I'll play it.
But here's the issue. They haven't decided who gets it yet. This is what they say. It's conjecture. I don't know how true it is, but I've seen screenshots of different things and stuff like that.
Who got the?
Nobody has the rights to it right now.
No, who had the college?
EA.
Who you think gonna get it?
I'm hoping EA gets it because I don't want
No, you're gonna get EA's gonna take that.
the reason I'm saying this.
2K.
I don't want a college version of 2K25. Period. Because that's exactly
Well,
what
they're
it's
not
going
gonna
to be.
pick that up. It's not enough money.
What you mean it's not enough money,
It's not enough money.
bruh?
Okay, did you
It's a lot of money.
listen to what I'm saying? College EA, college football 25.
Mm-hmm.
Do they have to play the players?
Yes.
Okay. Now we're talking about
Yes. Well, everybody's under NIL, so they have to pay them regardless.
and that's what I'm saying. What we're talking about
2K has the money.
2K has the money, but 2K is not gonna want to pay them players.
You got a choice.
Yes, they
You
do.
want that game?
Look at Rasheed Rollins. Why do you think he's not in any of them?
Because
Rasheed Rollins last 2K, I want to say.
But he
Five,
opted
six.
out of players union. Though that's who has control.
No,
over
that wasn't the reason why.
No, but I'm saying with him not being part,
No, that's not why.
him not being part of the players union.
He addressed it. He said, and I 100% agree. He said the game makes over $1 billion. You can say that. About $1 billion. Well,
I wouldn't say 2K makes
well,
a billion.
he say it makes millions,
It makes millions, yeah.
and you want to pay me thousands, and the game makes millions.
What other company could you see making a sports game?
It
Kuma?
has to be EA.
No, he's saying he would like a third option other than EA and 2K to make sports games. Who else is there? The only other game, major sports game right now that's made by somebody else is Sega Sports.
Sega? No.
Sega Sports is technically 2K because when it came out on the drink.
Oh yeah, they bought that. You can't do that.
So you can't do that.
You can't
do Sega because 2K, the people who made 2K were part of Sega in the Dreamcast days. So
they on a part of that.
And then the only other company that even dabbles in sports games is Sony Santa Monica. You're really not finna give that to Sony at all because now we're already talking about how we have issues with Sony and Microsoft with exclusives and all of those things. You really want to give Sony the rights to a college basketball game, let alone they already own the rights to MLB because they was able.
That was a sneaky one.
No, that wasn't. That was just smart.
That was a sneaky one.
That was just smart. They played the cards right because nobody wanted to do baseball. That was the issue because they felt baseball didn't make money. When baseball has 182 game season every year, you have
soccer.
Huh?
Is that soccer?
EA has soccer. EA has soccer,
football,
golf.
They had a basketball at one point, live.
If they bring live back, I wouldn't be surprised. But again, though, you have to think about it. 2K has been holding on to basketball for a very long time, just like Madden has had football. So
isn't it 2K Madden?
No.
Is that Madden?
No.
Who owns Madden?
EA.
EA.
So EA owns UFC. I forgot. I just thought about that. EA has UFC, the Masters 25, which is golf.
No, 2K got golf.
No, they both have a golf game.
Yeah,
they both have a golf game.
2K got golf.
No, I'm saying they both have a golf game. They don't own the rights. They both have a golf game.
Yeah, but 2K is a little bit better.
I don't know.
they
EA.
almost won that award. 2K is a little bit better.
EA has theirs. So EA has.
Who has a better sports company?
EA does. EA makes better. I hate that you got to think about what two games.
They both
have PGA. So
I think 2K got the running on this because we still got WWE 2K, which again blows a lot of them games.
But again, because
I think it's better than UFC.
It might be better than UFC, but
it's better than their fighting game. Fighting game for fighting game, WWE is better.
But I don't consider UFC a fighting game.
But it is. It is.
What I consider a fighting game is stuff like Guilty Gear, Blaze Blue.
It's a fighting.
Yeah, but it's not that.
You know what I'm saying? It's fighting.
I consider it more sports action than everything else.
But it's still a fighting game. It's on the damn label.
Yeah, that's what it is, Kuma. EA has the Masters 25, where 2K has just
PGA.
Just has 2K25 PGA golf.
PGA golf.
And I think the reason why EA's does better is because of that one type, that one little word in there, the Masters. That's why EA does better with that. Because the Masters mean more than just regular golf.
I'll give you golf. I'll let you beat golf. Well, no. 2K Golf almost won. They won an award. EA didn't win.
EA don't care. But the thing about it is, and that's the thing. The Masters is like the Super Bowl of golf. So when you see that, you know what you're getting.
But they didn't win.
But here's the thing.
2K Golf, which to me, crazy, almost won.
Well, no. EA's golf came out after.
And then
2K.
they got tennis. 2K got a tennis.
Sony has fucking has tennis. So you're gonna sit here and tell me Hot Shots Golf is not the best tennis game ever made on period.
On what?
On period.
On what?
So you're gonna sit here and say
on what? No, what are we comparing?
Because it's only on PlayStation. It's a Sony brand game.
Okay.
So you're gonna sit here and tell me Hot Shots tennis. I'm sorry.
Not saying that.
Hot Shots Golf is.
I'm not saying that. All I'm
Okay.
saying is
Hot Shots Golf is so cool because if you watch the Nintendo Direct, what's coming out next year?
that's not the point.
Now I don't want to hear it.
That's not the
I don't want to hear it.
So if we're going game for game, give the golf, I guess. I got.
I know you're trying. I know you're.
almost-
But you're a 2K. You're on the 2K side. I
I'm
get
not.
it.
I'm
Yes,
not.
you are. Yes, you
I'm
are.
trying not to be biased only because
It's okay to have a little bias because
no,
of what
2K
it is.
almost won the award. They won damn near the whole section. They won the whole section.
What won best sports game last year?
The whole section of 2K.
What
2K
won?
won
What
the whole section.
Because college didn't win.
2K won a whole section. EA didn't win nothing. It's hard to say 2K don't got nothing when they give you sport game of the year damn near every year. It is only two companies really.
Yeah, it is only two companies.
And
That's the problem.
and last year's selection, 2K had half of them. 2K had half of them. 2K had half the selection.
What was it?
That was,
Oh no, EAFC 25 won best sports racing game at last year's Game Awards.
Does 2K make a racing game?
No.
Don't be surprised. Wait.
No, I'm sorry. FC is soccer.
Soccer?
Yes.
Do we have a soccer?
No, you don't.
Don't be surprised.
It says bit of a random question and answer at your own pace because I know we're in the middle of something.
What? What's the question?
How come Star Trek never had a decent video game? Oh. Pause on the conversation because I want to answer this. That's good. That's really good. Golly.
What's your definition of decent?
Because I could think of some games. I could think of a game that was on PS2 that was pretty good. And it was more of a...
definition of decent? What's your definition of decent? You gotta...
Yeah, I gotta know what your
What's your definition of decent? Because I'm not going to say it was horrible. I wasn't going to say it was bad.
Like, the best Star Trek game we played was the MMO. Okay. That was pretty good, true enough.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie. But we all know how MMOs run. So it's hard to use that as to lay groundwork. But what we can do is like what we did last night, Kuma, is pull up some facts.
You have to, because damn, that's like the who's better, Mario or Sonic.
That is, damn. I wasn't expecting that.
And you would think because
You would think they would have some decent games.
because Star Wars had,
Right. So,
was on a ramp at one point, wasn't it?
yeah, still is.
Star Wars was.
You had Star Wars is still doing it. So
Didn't they Star Trek come up with a RPG game?
that's what he's talking about, the MMO, yes. Video games. Star Trek video games. Good God.
What's their best? How many they out?
So arcade games.
I know it's like 4 or 5.
No, arcade game wise, they had Star Trek. These are arcade games. Star Trek Strategic Simulator. I remember that. Star Trek
that.
Board Contact.
I
Star
remember
Trek
that.
Voyager.
That was good.
That was pretty. Those were arcade games.
That's like 3 or 4.
So that's 3 arcade games right there.
Okay.
Now, believe it or not, they actually have a decent track record of video games.
Yeah, I just gotta see what.
They're older games, true enough, but
What can you look up the prices?
no,
Which
these
one?
are these. We haven't
So
even
which
got.
one? No, look up which one is the highest paid. Who got more? Who grows more money? What Star Trek game grows more money?
I can probably tell you which one actually made more money.
Because yeah, I guess it just depends on what your definition of a decent Star Trek. Because I mean,
So here's a list of things. I'm going probably.
maybe out of what?
I'm gonna start at 2000. That seems about right because I don't want to go too
That
far
was the
back.
last one.
No, this is
No, I mean
this is the last one that was made was Infinite that came in 2023. Resurgence, Prodigy, Snooping Over Bridge Crew. I remember that. Timelines, Star Trek, PlayStation 3. What was that?
Oh, they had one on PlayStation 3. They sure did.
No. They have no.
Sure did.
Actually, there is a Star Trek game that came out on PS5 last year.
Really?
Called Star Trek Resurgence. It's almost
Was it good?
I don't know because it's weird because it's out there.
What are the sales?
I don't know how many copies it sold.
That's how you'll know.
It came out on PlayStation 5, 4, Windows, Xbox One, Series SX.
So that means their sales were through the roof.
Single player adventure. It received mixed or average reviews from whatchamacallit. Because again, it's a niche game.
Of course.
So yeah, that was the actual last game that they did. And I didn't play it. I saw clips of it, but now that you said that, I'm actually going to go look and see what it is. Now I have to.
I never really saw too many people playing that though.
Now I have to go look at it because
I never really. Because I always knew they had games, but it really wasn't
Resurgence.
Because it. Let's be honest, it ain't like it's.
But see, also Kuma, I'm gonna say this because Star Trek is not dying out, but
it's not no Star Wars.
No, it's no that there's a difference. We had this argument before, not me and you, but some other people. What's the difference between Star Trek and Star Wars? Both of them, quote unquote, are called sci-fi fantasy, when in actuality, Star Wars is not sci-fi fantasy.
Well,
because Star Trek is more science fiction, where Star Wars is more sci-fi fantasy. You get what I'm saying? Science fiction focuses on technology and all of those things, which Star Trek does. Star Trek goes into those things where they actually explain, hey, this is this, this is this, this is how this works, if this happens, so forth and so forth. Where with Star Wars, and I love both, let's be clear, you put a Star Trek marathon in front of me, I'm watching everything you show me. You put a Star Wars marathon in front of me, I'm watching one from the beginning to the end. I'm going to always be a Star Trek fan. And I love this is nothing to take away from Star Wars. I just like...
I could never do it, man.
This?
No.
This?
I could never do it.
Both hands?
I don't care what they say. Spot, nigga. That's what I say. Spot.
Exactly. So, and with your comment, you're right. Star Trek is more likely to happen where Star Wars has a lot more fantasy into it. So again, because you brought that up, I'm going to go look up Resurgence. I'm pretty sure it's probably cheap on the store somewhere if it ain't even free. So I'm going to go in to look at it. But again, you are right. The last great Star Wars game, I hate to say it, was Star Wars Survivor that came out 2 years ago, I think.
Wait, the new one?
Yeah, so for Star Wars Survivor?
The one with the guy, with the actual actor? That wasn't last year. No, that wasn't 2 years ago.
Yeah, Survivor's 2 years ago, I think.
Oh,
it's either 23 or 24.
That's 24.
So you have...
Now that shit was, I don't know what the fuck you talking about. That shit was fucking off the hook. That shit was off the hook.
So, but then we all know they bought Battlefield 2 back. No, there's none of this. Battlefield 2 was one of the best things that they did in the Star Wars universe. They made it bigger, better than all the other ones. So that leads me to this next question. Single player or multiplayer?
Multiplayer.
Do you think that
Multiplayer.
single player games have space to grow in
No.
this? Really?
No.
Why not?
Because we're basing these games off everything is multiplayer. Play with this. Tournaments, multiplayer. What tournament have you seen that in single player?
So you say single player games are dying out?
Yeah. It's time to time to do it.
I can't.
I
can't agree with you and you saying that.
I didn't care for Doom like that. I liked Doom.
It's not
Doom was good.
It's not that.
Why can I not? Perfect example. What was the difference between Doom and War Machine and War Machine?
You mean Warhammer?
Warhammer. What was the difference?
Warhammer is a multiplayer game, but you don't have to play.
Did you do it? But you didn't have to.
No.
But most of it was geared.
But Doom has always been a single player game.
Yeah, and to me, And I'm not going by what the people said that it wasn't a good game and I'm not gonna say that.
These are the ad. Hold on. But no, I feel you. Okay.
I'm saying this. When you in a tournament, are you seeing single player or multiplayer?
Well, multiplayer is based on.
Because
But I see, my thing is, I can't
that's what it is.
I can't discredit single player
Okay.
games.
Elden Ring is what?
Elden Ring is both. It's a hybrid multiplayer game.
But you'll see more people playing multiplayer and involved. Come on.
Well, now here's the thing: the new Elden Ring that came out is specifically multiplayer.
Because my point exactly. We have gotten to the point where, why the fuck am I playing a single player? Don't get me wrong. Ain't nothing wrong with a single player game. Nothing.
But you just
It's gonna get fucking. I play Tekken. I play Tekken. You know me. I play it. I play anything fighting. I do not play it single no more. If it ain't multiplayer, I don't want to do it. You play Call of Duty. I talked to some of my friends. Hey, you did the story? Why the fuck would I want to do that? Well, multiplayer's out there. I can't. Honestly, it's just after a while. Even playing fighting games, any fighting game you play, after a while, playing that single player and it's gonna get.
I disagree with you.
Out there.
I
play League of Legends.
Yeah, but I have.
Is it single player?
No, it's not.
Why?
That game is built for multiplayer. What I'm trying to say is, and that's kind of the wrong example to use, because there are games that are like, okay, there is no single player in Marvel Rivals. Am I right or wrong?
Absolutely.
So the point that I'm making is, when I say this, is that single player has its place because everybody doesn't want to play a multiplayer game. You can't sit here and say single player games don't have a space to be in, because everybody doesn't want to go in a lobby.
Well, look at your most popular games that's been coming out. Marvel Rivals, no single player. Doom, people have an issue with it.
Well, a lot of people
have an issue with
people have issues with Doom, one, because of the satanic nature of what it is, with some of the stuff.
Well, you get past that.
No, a lot of people can't.
There's other games.
There were people that couldn't get past Sinners because it was vampires.
So
you have that.
The demonic part, get the fuck out of here. You'll watch goddamn The Conjuring 3 fucking times and watch that religiously, but you won't watch. You won't play.
So
here, I'm not giving you that.
Here, so I mean, it's a bit slower because it's more medieval. I had to think about it for a while. Why is Doom just a little bit slow?
Well, it's a medieval game.
It's medieval. It's not futuristic where you're.
Remember what I told you? I said that.
But no, I actually got comment on that. There was no slide.
It was not a slide. It's like a.
It wasn't a slide.
It was a.
It might have been a boost because of an action or something, but there was never no slide.
It's not a slide. It's like I told you before. It's not a slide. It was like a boost.
So
I don't have that.
But you don't, because it's more medieval.
And I'm okay with
that's why it's. I hate to say it. That's why it's called Doom: The Dark Ages.
Yeah.
Because if you look at the weaponry when you play the game, it's medieval shit. Outside of his shotgun,
nails.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? It's medieval.
It's gun still, I guess.
But again, but you have to remember though, that's like alien tech, I guess, if you think about it, when you invade the lab on that stage.
For multiplayer, it just.
My thing is this: the debate about multiplayer and single player is more along the lines of.
I think single player had his run.
I don't think single player games are not dead.
I think he had a tremendous run.
No, I don't think. The other thing about it is single player is not dead. I get where you're coming from,
even Grand Theft Auto. I've talked to. About people who say they ready to story. Nigga, we hopping online.
No, the first thing I'm doing when I'm playing story mode.
But that's you, because you like single.
But see, and that's what
majority of the people are saying multiplayer, because man, I get to build my person, get the money, I get to do the things that I want to do in the game. Like regular stuff that I'll do in multiplayer.
So I'm gonna say this then. So, and this is just me being an asshole, and I'm going to say exactly what it is. It's me being an asshole. If GTA 6 came out and said the only way you can play multiplayer is you got to finish the story. You got to 100% finish the story. You see what I'm talking about? People will be mad about it.
Because people are not here for that.
But
I understand.
everybody that I've talked to, everybody. I mean, my job, my folks in the discords that I'm in, the other people that I talk to about gaming, have all said they don't even care about multiplayer right now. They want the story.
Until you actually get the game.
Until you finish the story.
Every Grand Theft Auto, you don't play Grand Theft Auto.
I have not played I did not play 5.
Every Grand Theft Auto, everyone, when they was able to switch over to online.
What you think about? By the time they switched over to online, most of them had already finished the story.
No.
Yeah. No. Unless we talking about people who recently bought it in the last year or two or whatever.
Grand Theft Auto 5 has spanned against 3 systems, and I can't. I finished the game because I'm a finisher, but there's people, man, I don't want to play that. I want to play online. I think, and you can see it now, because even look at use the new the collection.
Which one?
Marvel vs. Capcom.
Which one? 1 or 2?
So yes, you use the new one. Hell, all right, yes, use this too. Last time I checked, that game was never online multiplayer. Never.
No.
But
because you also have to remember, multiplayer did not exist.
That wasn't even a thing.
It didn't exist in the house, and I missed that.
Now, even on the first one we played, they've added this feature multiplayer. Why? Because on the first one, Marvel vs. Capcom 3. No, I'm talking about the first collection.
Yeah, Marvel vs. Capcom 3. You could play online if you had the.
What nigga had the damn that? No one had that shit.
But that's saying that. But that's not saying you can't.
Yeah, but no, that's what it is. That's why we added this stuff. Your original games never had.
But see, here's the problem.
Look at Tekken. Can you imagine Tekken 3 on multiplayer? If they added that feature, but yeah, of course the time.
Technically, the times you can recreate that.
The times. But look at it now. We're at the point. I'm not saying that all single player games are bad. I'm saying we're more at the age of time where everything is starting to be based off multiplayer. We want multiplayer. They made a whole game.
I feel like, I'm gonna be perfectly honest, that there's enough space in the ecosystem, because I am a single game player. I love my single player stories. I love those type of games because those give me that. I don't because I've been playing Clair Obscur Expedition 33 for a month and a half now, and I still love this game. Does it have a multiplayer? No, it doesn't. There's no multiplayer aspect to this game at all.
Till when?
No, it's not. It's not built for that.
Till someone comes and adds it.
They're not going to add it. I'm finna sit here and tell you about this little small studio.
Look at Skyrim.
Skyrim was built for multiplayer.
Look at
Skyrim is built for multiplayer.
Can you imagine? And this will
most Elder Scrolls games.
Now watch this. This will kill everything. Can you imagine playing 2K with no online mode?
No, that means the nigga had to come to your house.
With no multiplayer? No, that means there's no more building characters. There's no more doing that. There's no more.
No, you could. You know how? Because you remember back in the day.
Memory card.
I rest my case.
But looking at your system, who has a fucking memory? There's no memory card. Nigga, hey, unscrew your PlayStation so I can put it in my hard drive so I can use my player. It's the side. Niggas wouldn't play Madden if that was the case.
No, niggas still play Madden.
No,
regardless of that.
Online, right.
Online.
People living to destroy other people, which is sick. It's sick. But people are actually living to, oh yeah, I'm a beat your. I kid you not. I was playing Tekken yesterday. Someone wrote me, "You have a mic?" Oh yeah, I have a mic. Okay, yeah, I got a mic. Whatever. We were playing. Yeah, I'm gonna beat your ass. Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Toxic lobbies.
I was like, "God damn, over a game." And also, I had to tell him, "I let you win the first one. I always do that. Little secret. and he knows it. A little secret. I'll let you win the first one just to see what I'm going. I'll let you win all 3 rounds, just to see your patterns and what you're gonna do. And then I come back and beat you 2 more times. I have video. I played thing multiplayer. I would never have that issue, but I played the guy. I saved him. He played me twice. He played me the first time. And Rock, my logic. Of course I'll play you back. Now, if I feel like I can beat you off the rip and this is a gimme, yeah, I'll go ahead and end it. But we were playing. I let him. He looked like he had some type of skill and he was catching my lows. And I was like, okay, that's good. I let you win.
Mm-hmm.
I let you win the first one. Respectfully. Well, of course, they don't know that. I let you win. And then that's what he said. Hey, you got a mic? You got a mic? I said, yeah, man, I'm finna fuck you up. I'm finna do this. I was like, man, damn, this sounds like you really have fun.
Trying to put him to sleep.
Rod, I perfected him twice. And I waited for and I killed him on the last one. Oh, you a fucking cheater. You must have that.
That's how I feel about the moments when I play Call of Duty multiplayer. Because I'm not gonna sit here and brag about my skills. I have here's the thing. I have footage of what I do. Right? There's certain things you've seen what I've done. I've showed you clips of me doing stuff. But here's
you don't never want to play with me.
You don't play Call of Duty like that. But if you want to
play Call of Duty?
we'll get on this weekend.
Who the fuck don't play?
We'll get on this weekend.
That nigga
Since you say that, we gonna set you up. We're gonna set you up.
Let me stop you. I don't play Call of Duty.
I don't see you play Call of Duty. You forgot our accounts are linked, so I know when you're playing certain things.
Nigga, check my rank on that bitch. Check my kill rate on that motherfucker. I don't play Call of Duty.
I don't know your kill rate. I can't see your kill rate. I can only see when the last time you played it.
Ask my wife. Check that nigga's stats. It's 40 off the rip.
So,
don't.
But it's people who was like, one day I put up. I got somebody a 50-piece chicken McNugget. I'm gonna put it like that.
Do it, boy. I play that shit.
And the crazy part about me putting up that 50-piece, right? Somebody sent me a message in the chat. You must be using a Cronus. Oh, so now I'm a cheater. That's what you're saying. I'm a cheater.
So for me,
and I'm like, bruh, let me enlighten you.
I play the game, nigga.
Bruh, when you just had a bad game. We all have bad games from time to time. Man, let's be clear.
This time I went 9-10. But there's times I've went 28-5. There's times I've went 30. There's times I went 40. There's times where I've had a kill streak 3 times in a row and got my goddamn helicopter, and it was on and popping.
I think and see, this goes back to what is fun for you. I'm to the point now where it comes to game. No, not that. I'm talking about in gaming, between multiplayer and single player. So for me, when it comes to multiplayer, I play multiplayer games to just kind of be like, you know what, I'm here, I'm gonna have some fun, and I'm gonna keep it moving. I play single player games because those are, I'm a storyteller. You know that. I love stories. I love a good story. So when I'm playing, say I'm playing World of Warcraft. Now, mind you, everybody knows World of Warcraft is an MMO. But World of Warcraft has gotten to the point where you can play it by yourself, where you don't need people to play with. And you're right.
Dominate.
Certain activities
on that shit, it's just not
in that game are not fun if you by yourself. Yeah, so for me, we'll get to her in a minute. What you say? Liv Morgan's injury and all of that. We'll get to that in a minute. That matter of fact, once we finish this, we gotta. That's gonna close us out for the night.
Cause we are wrestling after this.
So I go back to saying I play my single player games because I like to be immersed in the story. Like, okay, South of Midnight. For a lot of people, because I know you didn't play it because it was on Xbox and Game Pass, so you didn't get a chance to play it. But I know you're in the process of getting situated, and I'm helping you get situated. So. Yeah. But South of Midnight, anybody that's of this color right here, and I'm not trying to sound racist, should play that game. Regardless. They should play that game regardless. Because it's a game about us, for us, made by us.
Don't tell them that.
I'm sorry, it's the truth.
They ain't gonna like that.
Well, you don't like me then.
They ain't gonna like that.
But it's one of those things where it's certain things about that game. It's the story.
I like
Everybody,
domination.
and I get it when me and you had a conversation one night while I was making some video footage of some of the stuff that I was doing. You was like, you want to play Tekken, and I was like, nah, I'm kind of making some videos of some other stuff. And I understand you like to beat people, that you're a competitive person, so it's in your spirit that those games move you more.
The only reason it's like that is because it get bored. I can play the computer. I can. Man, that shit. SU's I'm playing this racing game. Man, it's cool. I beat the computer. Man, that shit boring. It boring. It get boring sometimes. I like facing it. I like dominating a nigga. You want to beat me? You might choose another game, my boy. Cause this ain't it. Go play Powerpuff Girls.
Go play Powerpuff Girls.
But you ready for wrestling? Oh.
In 1 second, I got one more point.
That nigga hyped me up on what I feel about Liv Morgan. Fuck.
So the last thing I want to talk about is, so during Summer Game Fest, Xbox said they were coming out with a handheld system.
Stupid.
No. It's not stupid. It's smart to a certain extent, but
you still gotta fix the box problem.
No.
You still gotta get people to buy the Xbox. You got a hard time getting people to buy an Xbox.
No, it's
you
not.
You gonna get them to buy a handheld?
So here's the thing, and the reason why I have my handheld out, because I'm gonna explain exactly what's going on.
It's gonna look just like that.
No, I'm gonna explain something to you, and you're gonna be like,
look like that.
So here's the Switch is thinner.
But I'm saying it looked like that.
No, so here's the thing. Xbox decided we want to make a handheld that's based on something that's already out. I'm gonna tell you a secret. You see the pictures of it, right?
Look just like the Steam Deck.
No.
If not the same.
The Xbox is basically giving you one of these. They're giving you a Rogue Ally with Xbox branding on it. They're giving you this.
Why you
this is what they're giving you.
Why you just didn't partner up with Steam Deck?
Because you can't partner with Steam Deck because Steam is not for sale. Anything Xbox tries to put their hand on, like they want to buy Steam, but they're not. That's not happening. The owner of Steam said there's no chance in hell. There's no chance in hell that they would sell. You had a better part of saying, man. Now let's do a partnership. Let me tell you, game for game. No, it's not a game for game because
we'll do something.
So
instead of trying to own it.
Here's the problem with them trying to own Steam. Steam is just a platform where people place their games for sale. It's mostly PC, right? So Xbox wants to try to, they in their terms saying we want everybody to be play our games whenever they can, whenever they want to. You already have a Steam Deck, right? Let me tell you what the Steam Deck can do already. On Steam Deck, you can download Game Pass. You want me to show you why? Because this is not a Steam Deck. This is a Rogue Ally. In turn, Xbox is basically using this company to say what I have right here in my hand is basically what the Xbox handheld is based off of. I already have an Xbox handheld in my hand right now. You don't believe me? I could turn this on right now and go straight to Game Pass. So why would I go and buy a $900 handheld if I already have this and I can play Game Pass and Xbox games on this? Not only that, because it's Xbox branded, the one that they're coming out with is Xbox branded. You know what the problem with that is? Yes, there are Sony games on the Steam store. But do you really think Sony is going to let that float? Sony can't do anything about putting games on Steam because Sony wants their money. So they don't give a damn if you have an Xbox Rogue Ally X and you go to Steam and buy the game off of there. Because guess who gets the money at the end of the day? But what Xbox people are saying is, oh, we're going to get all your exclusives now because they're going to be on PC. Yeah, after a year or two, when they decide to release them.
Xbox, to me.
And I'm not a hater because I have Game Pass.
Oh, I'm a hater.
I love the fact that I can play some of these games that I did miss, and I'm coming back to find Like, I'm not gonna lie, Gears of War. I got the beta on my PC in my room. And guess what? I remember why people hate this game and love this game so much at the same time. PlayStation users got a chance to play the beta, and they was like, they found out the long way about what happens in Gears of War.
I'm gonna put it like this: Can somebody please cancel Xbox now? I'm tired.
You're not gonna cancel
I'm
it.
tired. That is the dumbest shit I've ever heard. That is the dumbest move. And then your pricing. You fucking idiot. The portal wasn't even that. I'm gonna give you 900.
Oh no. Switch 2 is 5.
I'm gonna give you 900.
Switch 2 is 500.
A portal is 3. No.
Portal's 2.
A portal is 200. I have one. A Nintendo Lite is 2. I have one.
A Switch 2 is 5.
A Nintendo Switch you can get for 3.
I paid 4 for mine.
That's 400. A Nintendo Switch 2 is $500. But I'm gonna give, and mind you,
So they have 2 versions of this system that they're making.
that looks, I've seen it. That looks exactly the same. It's like,
Outside of the Xbox stuff that's not on there, it's the same thing.
so are you really gonna, this is why I say you're stupid. Are you really gonna play people? And
But no, here's the crazy part. People are okay with it being $900. But you mad,
Xbox fans.
but you're mad about a Nintendo Switch being 5.
And I'm glad we're here. Because I want to get, and then we end on this, because Xbox are moron.
I don't call them morons. I think they just make poor
The
business.
people who are getting, listen and heed my warning. Because y'all niggas don't like to read. Reading is fundamental.
It is. Hooked on Phonics work for me.
If you read your user agreement, and it tells you, don't modify,
Or doing, yeah.
don't do nothing extra, don't put no game in it that you ain't supposed to, don't get that, what they call that,
The little cartridge you be seeing on TikTok and stuff. I know what you're talking about.
Stop doing it. They're going to break your console. They're not playing. There's no such thing as, well, I'm going to modify it now. Oh, and play. No, nigga, get out there and buy them games. Because if you modify this thing,
They told you they will brick your system.
and they know when you're doing it, they are bricking you off the rip. They're not at you, and they don't have to ask you because you signed a user agreement.
When you hit when you hit A on that controller saying that you agree, that's your virtual signature saying.
Because had you had said no, you know you weren't getting past the loading screen until you decide to be like, and stop being an asshole. Okay, how do you just say yes to the user agreement, put a different cartridge in there, try to modify it, and think they're gonna brick you? Stop doing it. I'm not mad. How can Nintendo do this to us? Easy. They told you don't do it. That was the problem with the last one.
The last couple of consoles.
That y'all get free games and not pay. No, we want our money's worth. We're gonna get the 500, then we're gonna get the 80 out.
No. That's the thing. No, the 500 is the system in Mario Kart.
No. I'm gonna want more games than Mario Kart.
No. Some games don't have the $80 price tag. Some of them have.
Donkey Kong 80.
No, I don't think Donkey Kong's $80.
80.
No, I don't think Donkey
That
Kong
new,
was $80.
I don't even think they did the new Donkey
Yeah,
Kong yet.
yeah.
And they were talking about you can smash through shit. You can.
Yeah, I watched the direct on that, and it is. Look, my next purchase, if it's not a PS5 Pro, it'll be a Switch 2.
They had me sold. I could play Tekken.
But here's the other part about the Switch 2. The game that I want ain't out yet, and it's probably not going to come out till next year.
Zelda yet on that.
I doubt it.
I think so.
Not now. What does Donkey Kong cost? No, it's not $80.
How much is it?
$69. Regular Switch 2 price.
Also 74.
Yeah, regular price. It's not an $80 game.
But can I buy that for the Switch?
No.
Switch?
No, it's a Switch 2 game.
You ain't know. My birthday, Rod, I usually splurge and give me shit. Nah, not this time. A open world Donkey Kong game with destruct. I'm done.
Yeah, that's everybody.
That was it for me. I'll tell you that right now.
I'm waiting on Metroid. That's what I'm waiting on.
Nigga! Oh my
That's
god!
what I'm
I've
waiting
seen
on.
that. I'm thinking about
That's what I'm waiting on. Is
straight
Metroid.
up. I'm thinking about because when I put this shit to my TV, fuck what everybody talk about. I gotta have it. Nintendo Switch 2. I'm listening. Hey, you got me.
It comes out next month. Donkey Kong Bonanza comes out next month.
Don't modify the system. Okay, I'm not a nigga who breaks the
Trying to do that anyway.
I didn't want the game, so I'm gonna get Mario Kart World, and then I'm gonna get that.
He says every time they show something for Donkey Kong Bonanza, I get more and more excited.
Like,
Kuma, did you get a Switch yet, or are you trying to get one before it ends?
when they were talking about you could trade in your, I ain't
Nope.
doing that.
I did.
That.
Yeah, you asking for too much now.
That. I was like, I saw a nigga turned in the light and the regular one. I was like, God damn.
He said I'm trying to get it up as soon as I get to. Yeah, because I think the thing is, I think it'll come around where there'll be more available in stock the next drop. But come to find out that somebody stole the truck not too long ago.
And again,
with like was it 1 million switches in the truck or something
and
like that?
And again, did you not?
I know what they said. The value of all the switches, the Switch 2 combined total came up to over $1 million.
And you're going to jail. Let's stop with that. You're going to jail.
They said Nintendo has already bricked them.
So if you're gonna buy a Switch off a vendor somewhere, don't do it. It's bricked.
Probably so.
And then
stay off of Facebook Marketplace and eBay and all those places.
Be smart. Take your ass to Walmart, Amazon, anywhere. Do not get it from nobody.
I don't know who robbed that truck, but again, those systems are probably already bricked because it's already bricked. Because they got serial numbers for that. They got serial numbers.
And then, oh man, I hate to see the person that's gonna want their money back first. Buying a brick system.
Well, no. Did you hear about the story where the guy who got his Switch and they stapled his receipt to the box and the staple went through the box and cracked the screen?
Yeah, GameStop crazy. I don't know when they started stapling boxes. What the fuck? But again, and that got to be a thin box for that to happen too.
I'm worried. I know that this Walmart right here in front of me had some last week.
Staple?
No, Switch 2s.
Oh no, I'm getting one. I'm telling you.
And I was like, I don't know if I'll really, because they had the sign. They say, please take this. If they don't have any, how they had the little cards. They had a thing. They had a bunch of them. I was like, man.
But
come get this case.
My wife said, your birthday. My birthday's in October. That's when I'm getting one.
But see, they say whatchamacallit doesn't come out till next year.
What?
They say Metroid doesn't come out till next year.
Oh, I have my system prepared.
Oh, but we got one more gaming thing before we hit wrestling. So next year we have a shit ton of fighting games coming out. You have Marvel Token Fighting Souls or Spirits.
No, that's the only thing I don't like about that game. That's too much. God damn.
You also have the Invincible Versus game that's made by the people who made Killer Instinct. And then, of course, we know Virtual Fighters here.
I'm a pass.
But see, here's the crazy part, and I'm going to say this. He didn't know what it was until I said, hey, I'm watching the PlayStation Direct. He was like, what they showing? Oh, they showing this. What they show? I said, they showed a new Marvel game. I don't nobody want that. I said, you need to go look at this game before you say that. He called me back after he watched it and said, when does it come out?
And then the fucked up part is, that is a PlayStation exclusive.
PlayStation PC.
Well, they tag team it. It doesn't matter. See, if Xbox was smart, we wouldn't do that dumb shit.
Here's the crazy part about it. Xbox showed the Invincible game, right? But after they showed the Invincible game and it came on the screen, it said for Series S, X, PC, and PlayStation, and Switch 2. I was like, you dumb fucks.
Now, the only problem I'm going to have is, well, I'm going to buy this game twice.
You going to get it on PC and the station?
Oh, that's 3 times, actually. I'm going to buy this shit 3 times.
What's the third time?
Oh, a nigga getting a Switch. I'll tell you that right now. But my birthday coming up, I'm getting a Switch. I'm getting it.
It's not on Switch though. It's no. You have to remember. You know how you know how PlayStation is. PlayStation is when they showed the video of how the game was being made.
I'm talking for Invincible. I do that for Invincible.
Ah,
Well, shit. To me, like Prince of Persia, I could never play that on my PlayStation. I thought that shit was trash. I think it was a whole lot better on my Nintendo Switch. I feel like that's how I was supposed to play. Arcade type feel. But couldn't do it. Always said the Prince of Persia games were better on PSP.
the smaller handheld
Yeah,
games.
playing that on a fucking regular system.
So I felt like them doing that was so. Yeah, that.
Virtua Fighter, I understand it.
But here's the thing, Virtual Fighter is going to be there. Virtual Fighter is going to be like.
Who's coming first? Whoever coming first. If you let Marvel drop their game first.
I don't think Marvel, but see again though, we have no dates for none of these things. So all we know is 2026. That's all we know.
You gotta drop this bitch now. Get it out the way. Go ahead, get your game, fighting game of the year, and get it out now. Because if you let Marvel drop that game, and y'all do it at the same time or even simultaneously the same month, nigga, you lost. Nigga,
I kind
you
of
only saw 8. I'm calling 90.
I'm not gonna say it's 90.
I'm saying 90 characters. 40, 90.
I say 40.
No.
I say 40. I can't do 90's outrageous.
Hell.
I say 40.
Marvel,
Tekken's roster is only 40.
because they don't have enough characters to fill up damn spots.
They do. But again,
Bro, look at your fucking shirt.
I know what Marvel has.
Look at your fucking shirt. You gonna tell me Marvel don't got
I'm not saying they don't have 90 characters. I'm saying 90 is just a big number.
90. First game to give you 90 characters off the rip. No. They're 90. They giving you 90.
Well, you got to think about how big Marvel 2's roster was too.
It's over.
Marvel 2 roster was huge.
40 plus 40 is what?
It's 80.
And we're not even talking about DLC. Bro, look at your shirt. Look at your shirt. Blade. Goddamn.
What was the character that stood out for you when you saw it? When you watched that trailer? How many times did you watch the trailer?
15 times.
Minimum.
And the only person I really gave a fuck about. Who? Because in Iron Man, when that nigga went into the suit, when he's already into a suit.
Oh, when he went into the Hulkbuster armor? Yeah, that was pretty nice.
So I got my 2 already. I can tell you right now.
I'm not gonna lie. I was digging Cap. Cap. I mean, just the aesthetics of him, how he looked. And I like the shit talking they start before the match started. They were talking. If you watch the trailer, they were talking Cash Money shit at the start. I was like,
I'm a pass.
Oh,
I'm telling you, it's over. Wow,
but if I had based on the 8 characters that they showed, I'm playing right now. If I was to play if they had a demo and they let you play with those 8 characters, I said if they had a demo, but I know they don't. You might not see a demo for that till sometime either.
They might not even give you.
They might not.
This is a nigga wait.
But
I'm telling you right now.
Right now, if I had to pick out of those 8, I'm taking Star-Lord.
Oh,
I'm taking Star-Lord. I'm taking Storm. I'm taking Doom. And now listen, I'm only taking Tony because that motherfucker looked like a Gundam.
Well, that's both my favorite. Well, you know
that's my 4.
You know,
and that's not shitting on Miss Marvel. That's not shitting.
Even she made the cut before anybody.
She good.
Made the cut before any. They already said, "Just put niggas you ain't with."
I can't be. And you know the version of Ghost Rider that they're using. They're using the Robbie Reyes version of Ghost Rider.
Right. 90 characters. I'm telling you, this is the first game that's gonna give you 40 ain't gonna do it. 80 ain't gonna do it. This gonna be the first. Ron, this is the first. DC can't even do this.
I will save that conversation for next week to figure out what DC needs to do, because you got to remember.
Give it up.
No, you got to remember, in 2 months,
Give it up.
the Superman movie comes out.
Give it up.
And I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually excited about this.
You lost.
I just want to see what they do with it.
That's fine. Give it up. There's nothing you can do.
Well, I'm not DC. I'm not DC. I want to see what NetherRealm is going to do, because we know what happened.
The only thing what you're about to do is give me Injustice 3, and I'm gonna tell you, save that shit. You lost.
Would you rather have Injustice 3 or Mortal Kombat?
Neither.
Why?
Neither. They're gonna make it so unplayable and unfun to play. What's gonna be the point? Again.
Now, would you
see me play? How many times did you see me play Mortal Kombat 1? It was fuck. You saw how I played. After a while, with that, that's why I said Tekken has always beaten Mortal Kombat when it came to that.
So, you say Injustice wouldn't make it. Said Mortal Kombat wouldn't make it. So, what about another DC versus Mortal Kombat game?
The first one failed.
I wouldn't say it failed.
The first one failed.
I wouldn't say it failed. It did not.
Oh, watch this. You won't see it in a Marvel collection, a Mortal Kombat collection.
Again, no, but hold up. We don't know what's in the Mortal Kombat collection.
They don't even bring that shit up.
No, but they haven't.
Try to buy it right now.
You probably could buy it.
Trash. Nah. If I had to pick between the two, I will go with Injustice because they need it more. DC been failing. The movie's been bad.
I'm gonna be honest with you. This Superman, though, I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. This Superman movie might start the trend to change.
Well, because you have to do something, because
have you seen the?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I like the interaction that the fact that Crypto's in here. Let's be clear. I could give a damn about a lot of stuff in that movie, but for them to have Crypto in this movie,
well, you needed to do something, because your Batman movie.
Well, no, you say that Batman movie is not bad.
No, I said it's not bad for going in the direction you want to go in.
But you know they're not going to use that Batman for the DC universe, right?
And that's
they're not going to use that. For the
Why
DC.
would you not use a nigga from Twilight? Ben Affleck sucks. He is the worst Batman I've ever seen in my life. Well,
I can't call him the worst, because George Clooney kind of in that spot right now. George Clooney. I would take Ben.
No, Batman Forever. That nigga was what's that?
Yeah, with Mr. Freeze. Yeah.
Hold on. No way. Oh. Nah, that motherfucker did that in that shit. Hold on. That was my nigga.
That was the lowest of those for me, though.
No, the lowest one was the one with damn Joker, with the original one with Adam.
No.
I ain't really care for that.
Look how old you are, first of all.
No, I watched it.
Again, no. I'm talking about movies. I'm not talking about the series, the Batman series.
Oh, okay. No, the movies. Oh no, those shit. Perfect. No. But I wouldn't.
Clooney is the bottom of.
No.
Yes. See, he did suck his Batman. Thank you.
Oh, that nigga did that.
Michael Keaton is the dude. Let's be clear. When it comes to playing Batman.
No, Batman Forever.
No.
No, that was him in Batman Forever.
No, that was Val Kilmer.
Because you got Batman
that was Val Kilmer.
Because didn't he play
Val Kilmer did one, and then that one after Val Kilmer did was the one that George Clooney
Batman
did.
Forever.
With Mr. Freeze, yes. Val Kilmer did.
What's the one with
Val Kilmer
with Jim Carrey?
That's the one. That was Val. That was the one. That was Forever. No.
See, yeah.
No. I'm trying to remember. It was Batman Returns. Batman Forever.
You gotta look it up.
What was the last one where he had Batgirl and Robin, all of them in there with Mr.
That was
Freeze?
Forever.
No, the one with
That was Forever.
No, then what was the one with
Val
Kilmer? That wasn't Kilmer was Batman Forever.
The one with Jim Carrey when he was the Riddler.
That was again though. That was Val Kilmer. That wasn't Clooney. Clooney was in the next one. Clooney was in the next one after that.
Look up Batman Forever. Let's put Batman Forever.
Batman Forever was Val Kilmer.
Crazy.
Yeah, but the one after that was
Clooney, right?
right. That was the one that
Yeah.
Clooney wasn't this one.
Yeah, Batman Forever. That's the best one. Oh yeah, Batman Forever. Stop that,
No,
Robin
sir.
and Batgirl.
No,
That shit was
no,
fire.
sir.
In that time frame.
Batman Returns was better than Batman Forever.
You talking about the one in 2013?
I'm talking about the one where Michael Keaton, Catwoman, and the Penguin. That one. That's Return. That was better than Forever.
That Batman Forever was the shit.
No.
You had too much star power in that.
And that was the problem.
No, that was the best one. Yeah, them stars.
It was called Batman and Robin, the one with George Clooney. It was
There we
called
go.
Batman and Robin.
Now that one. Let me see the.
That was that.
No, let me see what it looked like.
That was that. That's why I said Clooney sucked.
Wait a minute, ain't that the one they used in the Flash?
No,
They
that's
used
not.
in
No,
the
that's
Flash.
that's a different one. No, that's Clooney. That's not the same one. The one they used in the Flash was Michael Keaton.
That was horrible.
I don't give a damn. Michael Keaton is Michael Keaton.
That was horrible.
Batman literally did what he did as Michael Keaton.
Nah, Batman Forever for me was shit. I can never shit on that. That was. Oh yeah, that was it for me.
Clooney sucked.
God,
Batman and Robin, Clooney sucked.
no, he didn't. He only had one movie.
He said, I like that. I need to see that article. You need to send that article to me on Discord. He said, Clooney said he in an interview, he keeps a photo of him as Batman in his wallet to remind him not to take roles for the money.
He wasn't bad.
He was bad. Clooney said it sucked. The man that played Batman said it sucked. What does that tell
He
you?
wasn't that bad.
All right.
It wasn't that bad.
So, as we get ready to close the show, we're
Wrestling
finna.
talk. We have a lot of wrestling talk.
We really want to start with let's get rid of these rumors. Liv Morgan's injury is not a work.
No, that's real.
That
no,
is not
that's
a
real.
work.
She took that. when they do that shit on the ground, when she did that whip, and she went to the ground, and they went to commercial break, and then when they came back, it was gone.
Yeah, the match was over with.
That means she couldn't do it. She couldn't do it. She physically could not compete. No, that ain't no work.
That is not a work.
No,
No matter how you look
and
at
they
it.
showed where that bitch buckled. Oh, they showed when that shit buckled in her
And he
shoulder.
said the fact that Rhea Ripley had to go on Twitter and to tell everyone to stop sharing her picture for injury is was celebrating her injury. Just
Don't
tell
get-
you that's real.
Don't get me wrong. I don't like.
Well, you didn't really
I
care
don't
for
care
Liv
for Liv Morgan.
in that sense.
But what I am going to say is, absolutely not. I would never celebrate that. I don't
I
care.
don't celebrate nobody getting hurt.
Yeah, because
Period.
that shit was just too much. Even when Drew McIntyre got hurt, I couldn't. That was just too much.
I think with wrestling, one thing we
just
forget,
sucks.
it is a physical sport. Even though it is scripted, they do take bumps. It's
Yeah,
still
that
scripted.
shit was bad.
And to sit here and be like,
She deserved it. Yeah, I see you deserve it.
she
That's
was
what-
dead.
no,
That's what you get for taking somebody's husband and all that kind of stuff.
And first things first, she did not take nobody's husband. Liv Morgan is married.
So is Dominic.
Dominique is married. It's a job. They're not really fucking. It's a job.
They're paid actors. Let's just call it what it is.
Stop it. That man, he went on the thing and said, "Man, I love my wife."
He had all the stuff that they do in that he has to get signed off by his wife. She has to get it signed off by her husband.
Literally right there. What? No. Stop it. Now, what I would say is, this comes at a real bad time because you really wanted them
You wanted them to keep. You wanted her to be around
to fight Nikki and Bella.
to Nikki Bella.
And do the thing.
You
Now,
also still have the tag titles that's out there, which are going to be fought on the fought for on the 29th. No, they haven't cut them yet.
Yeah.
Everybody wants them. Everybody
No, I've
wants
seen
them.
it.
No, it's not.
She's
I
not
checked
gonna
it.
be able.
But no,
to
she's not going.
compete.
They relinquished them already.
Yeah, so no, that's what I'm saying.
But they having something to happen. I think started Evolution, which is on the 12th. No,
Oh yeah,
before
the
Evolution.
all women's.
That's that weekend where they do a Saturday night main event because Evolution is here too. All of that's here that weekend.
We're gonna have Evolution and that on the same day.
The same weekend.
When you're supposed to have the women.
No, the same. No, Evolution is the all women's pay per view that Sunday. Saturday night main event is that Saturday before. So Saturday night you got Saturday night main
I
event,
wouldn't have done it like that.
and then you have Evolution the
Give
night.
Evolution they. When have you ever seen an all women's?
This is the second time. This is the second time.
You should.
And it's not bad that it's
No,
the second
that's what I'm
time.
saying.
They're gonna have their night.
I just wanted to bid it so close.
No, because
together.
you gotta think about it. They do NXT stuff like that close
I
together.
don't like that.
They'll run a whole weekend of
Man,
everything.
let them have their own.
But it's not a 2-night show. It's a 1-night show.
No, that's what I'm saying. It should have been 2 nights.
I don't think it'd be a 2-night. I don't think that's where they. I'm not. Let me rephrase that. If you-
came along when it should have.
They do this every so often for the women, and I don't have a problem with it. I think what we have to go back and realize is that when it comes to them, they've made a name for themselves. I'm gonna give them all the props in the world. The women in wrestling in general. I have a theory on that, but I don't. I'll tell it in a minute.
What did he say?
Do you think Seth is going to cash in?
Is that the question?
No, that's what he was asking. But no, I have a theory on that. But with the women, you know, they deserve their moment. Granted,
Yeah,
they have a whole pay per view on Sunday night from 7 to 11, so that's 4 hours.
Yeah.
Now you know most women matches don't last really long, unless they're doing something crazy. Let's be clear. Unless they're doing something crazy, because you think about as long as they know TLC match, you'll be all right.
Yeah,
Because the last TLC match lasted damn near 45 minutes. The Money in the Bank match,
that shit was wild.
but it was good though.
I mean,
So
something like
again, they deserve this moment. Now the problem with that is that after this happens, because
now what do you do?
you have SummerSlam around the corner, you basically no SummerSlam because remember
No, for her.
no, she didn't have a spot at SummerSlam. She didn't win she didn't win a qualifying match.
Who we talking about?
Liv, she didn't win a qualifying
No,
match.
it would have been a match between her and Nikki.
And Nikki maybe,
This
yeah.
would have continued. That was a storyline, and then you gonna bring in the sister too. That fucks up a lot of shit.
So I don't know. Now with Saturday night main event happening, here's
The worst pay per view that's ever gonna be watched.
no, it's not a pay per view. It's free. Saturday night.
PLE.
It's not a PLE.
Pay-per-view,
It's not a pay. It's not a. It's not a PLE.
Peacock special.
It's not a Peacock special.
Whatever. It's gonna be horrible.
Listen, it's not a Peacock special.
Is
If
it on
you-
Peacock?
No. It's on NBC, regular TV.
But
That's
it's
not a
also on
special.
Peacock.
But most
What nigga has regular TV? I don't have regular TV.
people, so I can say that. But I'm not gonna.
I'm calling it now. Fuck it. Want to see that damn debaucher? You don't watch this nigga Goldberg come back and try to wrestle. What's that mean? What's that?
That's Kuma.
Kuma, I've always said this, and I keep it short and sweet. Goldberg is the worst thing to happen to professional wrestling. He injures everybody he does work with. He is a horrible wrestler. He has no technician skills. Nothing about Goldberg is good. Nothing. Injured Bret Hart. Well, I never forget that. You injured my motherfucking hero. You injured him. You did that. William Regal told you, nah, man, you need work. The Undertaker told you, nigga, you almost broke my fucking neck. You almost broke my neck. You couldn't pick me up. You tried to jackhammer me. You almost broke my neck. No. I think he's the worst thing to happen to professional wrestling. And to give this nigga another chance at a title again, retire what? Nigga, your shit been over with. You shouldn't even be in the Hall of Fame.
So what's gonna happen? Here's my thoughts on. We know that's a match for Saturday Night Main Event. We don't know what other matches they have yet on there.
I hope he catches him.
It's hard for me to see him cash in.
I know he's gonna cash in on.
See, it's twofold. It's a twofold story. and I was telling some people last night, this is what I see happen.
You better hope
I
Punk
see,
don't win.
I see Punk's not in there.
Punk has a match
Yeah, but not
John-
against.
with John Cena.
No, that's at Saudi Arabia.
No, that's what I'm telling you. That's one. It's cashing in.
Yeah,
Somebody's having a match. Do I see
he cashes. If anything, he cashes in Saturday night
on CM Punk? No.
on whoever wins
It's
that
more
match.
better with CM Punk.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. I'm gonna stop you every chance you
But
get.
Cena is not. They're not going to relinquish the belt from Cena right now. Cena still has too many dates left on his calendar.
What does that mean?
They're not going to let him lose that belt until SummerSlam or Survivor Series. Yes. No, they're not going to let him lose that belt.
I say you have.
I promise you that.
I say he loses the belt to R-Truth. Cash it.
He's not losing that belt to R-Truth, as much as we would love to see that happen. They're not doing that. And I would hate to play the R card on that, but they're not doing that.
Racist call you.
I would
Why
hate to
not?
play that.
Well, R-Truth got them by the balls right now. R-Truth got him by the balls. This nigga got a high-profile match. When was his last high?
Tonight, actually.
When was his last high-profile match?
The last pay-per-view. When he fought Cena.
Mm-hmm. Before that, where was his?
This is not a title match, though.
No, but the last one wasn't a title
Right.
match.
This is not a title match. Neither.
So look at R-Truth. He's had two
well, no.
high-profile.
One going on two.
Well, second one tonight.
Right.
He's had two high-profile matches. That, again, when was his last high-profile match?
What, about a month ago?
No, I said
Well, high-profile match was.
I'm talking about. I'm facing top talent, not B talent. I'm facing the star, the elite, not the jobber. Hell, I'm having. When the last time R-Truth had a match besides this?
He hasn't. You're right. It's been a minute. And I call it. And I say I call a spade a spade.
R-Truth is on the high level ride right now because before this, he wasn't even wrestling.
He was a joke. They played him as a joke, and now that he's playing the role he wants to play.
And he's keeping this great. I don't like Bubba Ray. I've never liked Bubba Ray.
Oh, you know Goldberg went out on him too though. This week too.
Who?
Goldberg went in on Bubba Ray too.
No one cares about Goldberg though.
No. It was the statement that he was making though.
I just don't like Goldberg. But okay, you're biased. You're right. Go ahead.
Yeah, you are because it's
don't
showing.
I just don't like him.
It's showing.
I just don't like him.
But I don't like. Here's the thing. I don't like the concept of Goldberg in this situation.
I don't like
Because
Goldberg the wrestler.
I feel like,
Hell, the human being.
you know what? That's a personal thing you have to deal with yourself.
Hell, I don't like nothing about this nigga. But he almost took out my hero.
Look, we get it. I understand. It's okay.
He almost broke this.
It's okay.
You know how many
It's
how many
okay.
fucking surgeries Undertaker's done had? Do you know how many? Damn near 11, 13. This nigga's about to be 14.
13.
Yeah, I think almost had 11 or 13. Shit.
So here's the issue I have with the whole Goldberg situation.
But he's right though. We talking about Bubba, right?
No, he was wrong for, but like
No, I don't care for Bubba.
Oh yeah, I fucking hate Bubba Ray.
Because you're gonna tell me, oh yeah, if you're gonna do this,
You can't use this that.
You-
And Goldberg
What?
kind of told Goldberg, he kind of went in on Goldberg in the same way. Like Goldberg, first of all, let's be clear. Goldberg knows how old he is. Okay, he know he's 58. He know
so
he's
it's
gonna go.
not much. I don't expect him to do even I don't like him, but being honest,
I don't expect him to do too much. Gunther's gonna carry this match. We know this.
he's gonna have no choice. He don't have a move set. Let's start with that.
We talked about move sets the other day.
Gunther doesn't have a move set. Goldberg doesn't have a move set.
It's just gonna be a bunch of
Snap.
chop,
I'm gonna
kick,
tell you
yeah,
right now how this match is gonna go. It's gonna be a chop. It's gonna be a kick.
maybe a power bomb from Gunther if he
Now-
can get him up.
No, he's gonna be able to get him up. The problem is he gonna be able to take the power bomb?
That's a good question.
Because yes, Gunther gonna be able to power bomb. But
Gunther's gonna have to take a spear though.
is he gonna be able to take a power bomb? That at 68.
58.
Well, shit, 68. Whatever. 58. Is this man gonna be able to take a power bomb? Mind you, the last time you saw this nigga, Roman Reigns speared him out his shit and choked him out. Before that, he had a problem, and this is my issue. He had a problem lifting up The Undertaker. He had a problem trying to pick up Roman Reigns, because if you look at that match, it wasn't a lot of lifting that Goldberg did to Roman Reigns and The Undertaker. My issue is he going to be able, physically fit, to take a power bomb, to lift Gunther up the proper way and drop him the proper way? Because mind you, if he does this wrong,
you end this man's career.
So
I don't have any problem with what you said. That's your issue. With
can
me,
we get this done? Because you're not winning. You're not winning. You're not.
What
winning.
if I told you there was a theory that he wins and that's the night Seth cash in?
He'll deserve it. Because nigga, we got that you be a champion.
Or he wins and then Monday night when he's there, something happens.
I just can't see him as a champion.
I'm not looking. I'm looking at it from a story perspective.
That's in Goldberg's face. In Gunther's face.
No.
What was the point of putting the belt on? Then to do.
But see, it goes back again. You still have not given me a legit reason.
I don't give a fuck.
Hold on. You still haven't given me a legit reason for Gunther to even win that match against Jay.
Oh, my baby on there, she said.
You get what I'm saying? You still haven't given me.
You say out of my motherfucking wife.
Man, fuck you and yours.
Oh, damn.
Hey, Diamond, how you doing?
Right. Hey, baby, I'm telling you. Fuck out of here. No, he can't win. He cannot win. He cannot win this.
What if I tell you
this. Goldberg cannot win this.
The story
Ain't no story. There is no
all.
story. Fuck all that. We did this dance already with Brock, and I'm still mad at that shit. This nigga cannot win.
So here's
I refuse.
Here's my theory.
He win, I'm done.
Here's my theory. This is what I'm telling you because I'm still upset about them taking the belt off of Jay. I'm just gonna be 100 with you. I wasn't happy with the way that happened.
But he don't got a moveset either.
Neither does Gunther. We've already discussed this before.
Here, so you prefer him to get cast in on?
No, and that's the other. But that's the protection side of protecting Jay and his image. You don't let him get cashed in.
He got choked out though.
So did Gunther. Gunther got choked out.
No, you got choked out. You got choked out.
But again, I look at it from a standpoint. Even if, let's say, Seth does not even cash in, Gunther remains champion. You still have a viable story. You have a more viable story with Jay and Sammy than you do Cody and Raw. Yes, you do.
So,
and the reason I say that is if we look at history, right? If we look at history states that who took the Intercontinental Championship?
Hey, you trying to
Who took the Intercontinental Championship? Go sit down. Who took the Intercontinental Championship away from Gunther?
Sammy.
Who took the World Heavyweight Championship from Gunther?
Jay.
There's your story.
No, that ain't no story.
Because what's going to happen at Night of Champions, and people don't think it's going to happen,
Sammy's going to win.
You're going to have Sammy versus Jay. That's what's going to happen.
Well, I could have told you that. But now it's just too many fucking loopholes and fucking
because now you're sacrificing Cody, you're sacrificing Randy.
I understand why they took the title off Jay. Even though how much I didn't like it, even listen to Rikishi. Of course, his dad. No disrespect to his dad, because again,
his dad is a former champion. Rikishi was a champion. Don't say he wasn't. He was a champion in WWE.
What?
Tag team, yeah. US, I do believe.
You ain't no Intercontinental. He didn't win that. Well, Rikishi won that.
Hold on. Let's do.
Yeah, who that? When he won the Intercontinental belt, he won.
Keep talking while I'm doing
Oh,
it.
yeah, what Intercontinental belt he won? He ain't won no Intercontinental.
Championships.
Tag team?
Intercontinental one time.
Really?
Yes. Tag team champions with
Multiple
Samu.
times.
Championship. Champion. Yeah, 3-time WWE Class of Hall of Fame 2005.
Yeah.
WWF Intercontinental Champion one time.
WWF. Oh, he wasn't the okay.
Yeah. So he.
I
So
remember
yeah.
It must have not
Yeah.
been a long run.
I don't know how long. They didn't say how long it was.
So I'm gonna say this. I understand. As much as
He
I
was.
tag team or Intercontinental tag team. I know he was a tag team specialist. That's about it. With Too Cool.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna say this. I understand it, and I say this, and no disrespect to Rikishi. I don't want him to talk about me. I like Rikishi, but I understand it. Now the time frame I don't understand, but I understand why. I don't get the time frame, but I understand why, and I do agree with Rikishi to a strong point. Was Jay over?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. He bought some.
Way over.
He bought some.
Me too. Join on her toes.
Was he over? Yes. Did he have the crowd?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Too Cool, the Intercontinental Championship.
But was he putting on 5-star matches?
No, I don't think none of that. Hell, even Gunther don't even have 5-star
But we
matches.
get into that. But he had no 5-star matches. Well, everything wasn't. I think he probably had one with Seth, but
2000 is when he won the Intercontinental Champion. When he beat Chris Benoit.
was he heel?
Who, Rikishi? I think so.
I remember that. I remember it now. He was heel when that happened. So no, it's yes, you're over with the fans, but like you said, there's the other side of the business too. Are you over with the ratings as well?
I think he was over with the ratings. I do.
Well,
But see, the problem is I don't listen to Dave Meltzer when they start rating.
Nigga don't know
See,
shit.
and that's what everybody quotes all the time about.
No,
That's what they quote about 5-star matches. When you see, oh, it was a 5-star match, that's him.
he don't know shit. No, I'm saying, was he over with the ratings and no?
What do you mean when you say over with ratings?
Like with the ratings, as far as how did a show this skyrocket with it? No.
I think also part of the problem is since they went to Netflix, that part of that has declined too.
So
Of every show being.
but you know they counted it as well. No, that's not fair, but they counted it.
Yeah.
And
I feel like
you're not drawing in
like
seats.
you're not drawing in seats. No, they're drawing in seats.
It just not with him on the dock.
No, I don't think it's not just him though. You're talking about a whole 3-hour show. He doesn't carry a whole 3-hour show.
What happens if Roman Reigns was to step in? You remember the match with Solo and Roman Reigns? That shit went through the roof. That went through the roof. You saw what sales went. Look at the
But
sales.
I can't put Jay in the same.
But look at the sales.
I can't put Jay in the same.
When Roman Reigns show up.
But here's the thing though, you can't put Jay is not in that category yet.
But this is the problem.
You haven't put they haven't and Roman is not. We talked about this. Roman does have a moveset, but Roman is constantly improving his moveset.
And this is what I'm saying.
But
You're not over with the ratings. You don't really have a moveset. Is it fair to take the title off you? No. Do I understand why?
I don't think that was why they took the title off.
Well,
That's I don't think that's why they
I'm
did
gonna tell you why they took the title off. Not fair, but it's always gonna be dangling. Once he lose this, I guarantee you, him and his brother gonna come together.
Well, that's been discussed a couple times.
And that's
But I feel
there's no tag team division.
that I don't even care about the tag team division like that. What I care about is just when you look at it from the optics that I'm looking at it from. There was no reason to take the top, but you took it.
Waiting, Rock.
No, you took the title off of him to protect him, because the one thing they didn't want to see was Seth cashing in on him.
Well, it's gonna happen. It wouldn't have mattered. So you rather crush Gunther? You rather crush these other people who are making a name?
I think it's easier for them to crush Gunther.
It's not.
Or Goldberg. It's definitely easier to crush Goldberg.
Oh no, I think that anything.
So I think you set it up to where you're protecting Jay to a point.
What's going to happen? And sadly,
and then you get Jay to be the one to dock off Seth.
It's not going to happen.
Because we already know it's not going to be.
It's not designed for him.
It's not designed for CM Punk neither.
No. What's going to happen? What's going to happen? And no one keeps seeing it. So Sammy's going to win. Sammy's going to actually be the one to beat Gunther. And which I don't like it. That's when they're going to snatch it. As much as people don't want to believe it, that moment of crushing Seth and doing that belongs to Roman Reigns. And that's what's going to happen. You don't find it funny?
I can see it. I can see that part happening.
That's who it belongs to. And does it make it any fair? No. But, Rod,
we know how they roll.
They don't already told you that, man, we need him back because it's just not clicking.
So here's the thing, though. With that being the case, do you get Roman's bloodline back to help make sure that... No, I say that to make sure that you have significant backup against them two.
That's over.
Because if Seth is going to have... You got to think about it.
Well, you're going to have Sammy and CM Punk.
I don't think you're going to have Sammy and CM Punk. I think what you're going to have, if they do a Roman angle, you're going to have Jimmy and Jay.
No.
You're going to.
No.
Because it makes sense.
You're not going to have them. You're not.
Let me explain why it makes sense. It makes sense due to the fact that all Seth is doing is recreating his own version of the bloodline.
Absolutely. So,
that being said,
he's not coming back as tribal chief, though.
He's coming as OTC. Yes, he is. He is. He still goes by that. He is still the OTC. He's going to go by that. Of his island, whatever it might be. I don't know.
Everybody's gone.
No, they're not gone.
Everybody's gone.
I don't think Jimmy and Jay are gone. I don't.
Erase Jimmy. Erase Jimmy because he ain't gonna be there. SmackDown. Cancel it. He ain't going.
Does that matter though?
Yes.
You can't say that after Monday night though, when LA Knight showed up on Raw.
Oh no, this is a proof point.
You can't say that. No, but then Penta? No, not Penta. Who else showed up?
No. Number one, here's the thing.
Cody showed up. SmackDown.
What?
SmackDown.
He belongs to fucking SmackDown.
Right. But the show was Raw. It was Raw show.
He belongs to SmackDown.
But it was Raw show.
John Cena's on SmackDown. It's on Raw. He keeps showing up. He's showing up, and this thing is showing up. Well, that needs to stop. Because I don't belong to this show. SmackDown. And I'm going to tell you why they're showing up on Raw now. Because the ratings are low.
Well, we know that the rating. There was a letter that went out that's saying that the ratings for Netflix on Monday night is low, and we all know they're low for other reasons.
And you know what you need to have. You know what needs to happen. You need to bring him out of retirement.
Not in retirement.
Yes, he is. That nigga on somewhere chilling.
Roman making movies.
No, you don't got time for that.
Roman making movies.
You don't have time for that.
He already said that 27, 28 would be his last year.
Nah, Cap, that nigga ain't going nowhere.
I promise you.
That nigga ain't going. It's time. We need to go ahead and end this. Bring your ass. All right, you making a movie. You ain't The Rock, nigga.
I think he's better than The Rock.
Whoa. Calm down, people.
Hot take. Roman is better than The Rock.
At what? You ain't did a movie yet. Relax.
That we know of.
I'll wait till he say he gonna be a Kuma. We'll wait. I'll wait for that.
If that is true, though.
We'll wait for that.
Ooh, if that's true.
Because it's not just jump no gun.
I'ma just say this.
Rock left his job to do this.
I'ma say this. If
Yeah.
that's true, we in for a hell of a ride. If that is true.
Well, first things first. No, we need you here. We have problems. We having problems. The shows.
But see, here's the thing. Cody carries SmackDown, regardless of what
Of what?
anybody say. Period.
Yeah,
Cena doesn't carry like that. People don't.
Yeah, but Cody ain't finna carry after this.
He'll
That's the
carry
problem.
SmackDown
Do what?
when he gets the title back from Cena.
Yeah,
He'll carry
yeah,
SmackDown again.
He'll be a champion.
Yeah, he is.
Why? So let me get this straight. I lose King of the Ring. Can I get a chance at the title? Absolutely not.
Why
Hey,
not?
No, you lost.
Why not? Why not?
No.
But he told Cena, after I finish the King of the Ring, you're next. Whether he wins or not.
That's not fair.
How is it not fair?
Give it to somebody else.
No.
Hey, nigga, you should never entered it. That's the problem.
No, that
You
was.
should've
You
never
really think that was
entered it.
you? No, they put his in it. They put his name in
You
that.
should have never entered that shit. Why
You don't have a
be the
choice
King of the Ring?
because that's how they wanted.
Say no. You
can't
got
say-
creative.
What did you tell me?
You
What
got
did you
creative.
tell me? There's certain things you don't say no about.
No, he got creative. Cody Rhodes he got his ass whooped.
So what
He
happens?
got The Rock tear his ass up with a belt.
So what happens if he wins? Let's play devil's advocate.
Win what?
He wins King of the Ring,
Then Jay's career is over and is back to tag team championship wrestling.
and I can agree with you on that.
It's back to tag team wrestling. Because honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't think Jay wins this.
But here's the other part about it. I don't think Cody needs a belt to continue to carry the show neither.
False. Nah, he need that. He need that.
LA Knight carry hard without a belt. What'd that tell you?
Nah, Cody Rhodes need
But
that.
am I lying?
Yeah, but
Am,
Cody
but
Rhodes.
am I lying?
Cody Rhodes.
Certain people can carry a show without a belt.
Cody Rhodes needs that.
I don't think he needs it.
Because
I don't think
him
Cody needs a
alone?
belt to carry the show.
No, because that's the persona of the champion. Now, I do say you need to go heel.
Yeah, well, we already know that.
Black hair,
You know that's not happening.
suit. Till
You
then,
know that's not
but
happening.
till then, I could never have respect for him. Because I get it. He's a good guy.
No, you can't say you can't have respect for this man because he doesn't go here.
It has
That's
to.
that's
It's time.
bogus.
It's
That's
time.
bogus. No, it's not.
It's time.
That's bogus.
It's time.
That's bogus.
They cheated you. They cheated you. They cheated you after a rematch call. And then they decided to put you in a King of the Ring to earn back your rematch that you never lost in the first place.
That's bogus. I'm gonna still say that's bogus. He does not need to be healed to be
Yes.
for you to have respect for that man is basically
Yes.
saying you don't respect him
It's
at all.
time.
You just said you don't respect this man for everything he's done. You don't respect him because he don't
It's
go
time.
here. No,
No, you're playing this. Okay. Rod, how many good guys are on SmackDown?
a handful.
No.
No, you have bad guys. They just all
Okay.
hurt right now. I
Okay.
can't do it. You can't
Okay.
even do anything about that. though.
Okay.
They shouldn't be in steel cage matches. How about that?
Okay. Everybody on SmackDown fucking good besides two goddamn people.
No, cause Jacob ain't good. He's just
Cap, he's good now.
No.
Face. That's face
he
nigga
can
right
be.
now.
No, he's not a.
That's face
He's
right now.
over with the crowd, but I still don't consider him a
Face.
face.
He's a face right now. Why? That shit over with. I turned on my that's he's face now. They loving that. Him heel, Damian Priest, face.
Well, I know Damien's his face.
LA Knight, face.
Damien, he was LA.
Alistair Black. I don't know
Heel.
what the fuck
Heel.
that nigga on.
Heel.
I don't know what he on. Because he hard to tell. I'm just going to say face for the hell of it. I don't know. Because he facing the Miz and Carmelo Hayes. So what
But
is
Carmelo is a heel.
exactly one? So one of them niggas got to
The
be a
Miz
face.
is a heel because he's with Carmelo. That's two.
That nigga not even wrestling. Stop it. Okay.
DIY, they're heels.
Tag team. So
Doesn't
we're not
matter.
even
But
yes.
even in their, when they're singles, they're
No,
heels.
they're not tag team.
You're not listening. No, they're
Erase them. They're not even. Everybody tag team. Erase them. They don't count because they're not singles competitors. They're no longer singles.
What's the no.
So Y6 cancel them out. Street Profits cancel them out.
They're not even. Let's be clear.
They're nothing right now. Because they don't do shit.
No.
Tag team wrestling.
They are not even heels.
Tag
What's
team
crazy?
wrestling.
What's crazy about it? They have a heel persona, but they're not heels.
Tag team
That don't work.
Tag team wrestling. unless they tag team wrestling, nothing. They don't do anything. Tag team. So cancel them out. So you got Carmelo Hayes, Miz,
And
Solo.
And Aleister Black.
No, I don't count him out because he's facing them people face. Leave him out of it. Face right now. Because somebody got to be the face, somebody got to be the heel. Aleister Black happens to be the face. I don't.
But he's heel. I don't care how you look at Aleister
Not
Black
now.
is heel.
Why? Because he like wearing black? So the fuck what?
He's a heel.
Not going against Carmelo Hayes. Who's the face and who's the heel?
Neither. They're both heels. They just
Cat.
don't like each other.
Cat. We'll let that happen when he stopped facing them two niggas. For what reason, whatever.
How did that feud even start? I really want to know.
I have no idea. Miz, Carmelo Hayes, Solo.
Let's just put it like this. They're heels.
Got 4 people. Right?
And JC Mateo, that's 5.
I count that nigga with Solo. It's 1.
No, you can't because they're individual. They're all individuals.
Okay, whatever. So 5.
Drew
Rod.
McIntyre.
Not there. Not present. Injured. So we're not even going to bring him up. He's not even a president.
Okay, so what is Ron Killings then?
Nigga, I don't.
What is Cena?
Oh, yeah. I mean, if you want to call it. Whatever.
But I'm just saying.
Ron, if this the case, Ron will be the face because, again, face versus heel. That's how it's always been. So, yeah, I call Ron the face.
But he's a heel in this, and in that situation, he's a face. But technically, he is a
Well,
heel.
after this,
Well, no, they can sit.
after the John Cena, this is over, which I don't think it's gonna go on for a while.
I think it's gonna go on for at least up till SummerSlam. I really do.
Yeah, you gotta put him in a title match.
No, you don't put him in a title match.
No, you have to.
You can't
You
because the winner of King of Ring gets what? A
Okay,
title match
so
where
it gotta be before.
you don't have the time.
Yes, you do.
No, you don't. King and
Do
King.
that shit on a regular fucking
King,
day
King,
program.
King and King of the Ring
You
is
have
next,
to give that nigga a title match.
is next week. Is next weekend. Right?
You have to give him a title match.
Now, hold on. Hear me out. That's what I'm saying. You don't have time. Because next week
CM
is
Punk got a match.
his match is next week.
Okay. You have to give him a match.
They're not giving him a title match.
You gotta give Ron a match.
I don't think he wants a title match. I think he wants to go.
Oh
in
no,
there.
that nigga want gold. That nigga, that's Ron the true killer. You have to give him a match. You have to. You have to put him in a
So you're
title
gonna let
match.
him go 0-3 against Cena?
Who says he loses tonight? Who says he loses tonight?
He wins with help.
I don't give a fuck. A win's a win, ain't it? We probably established that. Oh no. And if I beat Cena,
Does that put me in line for a title match?
it absolutely puts me in.
But hold on, though.
It absolutely
But you
puts me in
gotta
one.
remember
I'm guaranteed.
at the last pay-per-view when it was Cody and Jay against Cena and what's his name?
Well, Cody Rhodes stupid. You decided to go inside that King of the Ring shit. I promised. I beat you. Well,
I
that
pinned you.
tag
pinned
team.
you.
Tag
But
team
no,
is
because
kinda
remember
hard.
when Jimmy and Jay beat Roman and Solo and he pinned Roman, what happened the following week?
Well, there was nobody else though. There was nobody else to face but him. There was nobody. I done beat a whole roster, Rod. Let's be clear. I beat a whole roster. You have a roster of what? 25 guys? I don't beat these guys. The only one left.
And you beat Seth.
Huh?
Let's be clear, you beat Seth, but then they turned around and said,
Well, he technically didn't.
no, he had Seth beat, and because he didn't release the lock.
Disqualification, he lost.
Right.
So he did not beat Seth.
No, the match was over. They reversed it after he didn't let go.
No, he never won. The match never took place.
Yes, he did when he
No.
took him out.
He came out as the Shield. That nigga got mad and he started tearing his ass up and was fucking
The match started. The
No.
match did start.
The match never started.
The match did start.
There
and
was
then-
no winner.
And then
He won by disqualification. It
he
wasn't.
wouldn't break the hold.
No. Well, yeah. No. After he beat him to a fucking goddamn drop.
No, that match I remember.
That was when Brock Lesnar was at SummerSlam. Was that SummerSlam? Yeah. That was at SummerSlam. Brock Lesnar versus Bobby Lashley. No. Seth Rollins won by disqualification. But titles was to switch hands. The match really never. Roman Reigns tore the fuck out of Seth Rollins with that chair. and choked him out. The match never finished when he came out in the thing. Disqualification. Then he came out and cost Bobby Lashley his championship with Brock. So I can take it from him. No, he beat the fuck out that man. Match never really took place. He got disqualified. Hit him with a chair multiple times and then choked his ass out. Match never took place.
No, that match actually took place. I'm
No,
looking at it right now.
it took
In
place.
2023, there was the full. It says full match. The match took place.
Play the video. Play the video.
The full match took place.
I know. It did. Play the video. He tore his ass up with a chair and then choked him out.
Bro, this is the full
But-
match. That's the full match.
Look what
The match has already started.
All
Yes,
right.
the match started. So you can't tell me that you saying the match never took place because
No.
it never started.
Because he got DQ'd.
The match is already started.
Right. He's going to hit him with a chair. There was no 1, 2, 3 in this.
No. You said the match never started. The match started.
He
There
got-
was a full match.
Right.
There was a full match.
Right.
I'm telling you, that was a full match.
It ended in DQ. There was no.
But no, you just said
no,
the match didn't
because you
start.
said he won. He did not win.
No, I said Seth won on a technicality. Yes, that's what I said.
Because he beat the fuck out this nigga. He
won on a technicality because Roman didn't break the hold.
No, he hit him with a chair too.
I'm finna fast forward it.
I can fast forward.
You trying to think I'm cheating or something?
I can fast forward.
I don't think he hit him with the chair in that. I don't think he hit him with the chair in that. I don't think he hit him with the chair.
You sure did. You know I watched the match. Oh, that's how you do it. Because he wouldn't go down. What's that, Rod?
That was after the match.
That's not after the match. Right. This match was 19 minutes. The match ended because he wouldn't give up. And look, he got upset. Right, he went and got the chair.
He got the chair after that point right
That's
there.
14. The match is not over.
Go back.
Wasn't over.
Go back. You go back and look. He didn't break.
Look at that.
No, he's got.
Watch this.
He didn't hit him with the chair yet.
Bro, watch this.
I'm trying to tell you what
Watch this.
happened. He picks his hand up and he drops his hand on the rope. Right now, Roman does not break the hold.
Watch this. There's no disqualification.
There is a disqualification. I'm telling you what happened. That's what happened. That's what I'm trying to tell you. He had never hit him with the chair. He did not let go.
Right, he beat the fuck out this nigga.
He choked him out when he was holding the.
Look at this. Look at this match.
That was after.
Yeah.
That was after the match was over with. I what?
That shit.
I did what?
Fix the video.
Oh my God.
Look at that shit.
I am so done.
I like masterwork. Look at this. Oh, look at that. That nigga about to fuck him up.
So that's what happened. That's what I was trying to tell you.
This is what's gonna happen. You see what this
He
match-
had already lost the
You
match.
see how this match is? You see how this match is? Get ready for the recreation. Because that's exactly what you're about to get. Nope, it has to be Roman.
But do you understand what I'm saying? You saying that the match was DQ'd because of that. The match was DQ'd before that.
I said the match was over. He started tearing him up and choking him
But
out.
he had already lost the disqualification before that.
Because look at that. Look at that. This is what they want. You think they want anything different than this? Let's pause the video. Get Roman Reigns out there and put Jay in that. Can he have done that?
I don't know.
Fuck no. Fuck.
My point that I'm making to rebuke what you just said,
Roman
the original thing was that you said Roman got disqualified for the chair shot.
No, I said he choked him out.
No.
And was beating him with a chair.
No.
That's what I said.
No, you said the
I said he tore his ass
You
up.
said the disqualification came when he hit him with the chair.
No, I said he hit him with a chair and choked him
I'm
out.
gonna go back and look at the footage when we done.
He choked his
He
bitch ass
said
out.
you said the
But the
disqualification
No.
came from him hitting
I
with
said
the chair.
he choked him out. He beat the fuck out this man.
Right.
I'm telling you.
And you said the disqualification came because he hit him with a chair.
I'm telling you right now.
Don't change your words because I'm right.
I'm not changing nothing.
The disqualification came from what did you say? You said the disqualification came from what?
I said he choked him out. Look at the video. Look at that man.
I'm definitely once we're done.
You do that shit.
And I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna let you hear what you said next week.
For that.
Huh?
Oh, next week, yeah, put that video up.
I'll definitely let you know.
Like I told
Liar.
you. Well, I ain't no liar.
Because I know what you said.
Like I said, that right there is what they want. There's nothing different. Jay can't give you that.
I'm not saying Jay can give you that.
He can't.
But
he physically.
But here's the issue.
Man, Rakisha gonna hate me. He physically. He has no moveset to do it. There's no passion to it. He can't do that. He can't.
I feel you.
He can't. Now, is it fair? Is it fair that they took it from him? No. I think that was fucked up. But, man, being honest, I'd rather have Seth Rollins just cash in on Jay.
I don't.
Before letting him lose a title like that.
Mm-mm.
He choked me out.
That wasn't the first time he's been choked out, though.
But
by Gunther.
But you choked me out. And I'm the champion.
Turnabout fair play. He choked him out when he was the champion.
You shouldn't have won, though. You shouldn't have won that. That nigga was surprised when he won. Like, really? No.
Here's the problem. He tapped out too fast. We know that. He was supposed to go a little bit longer, and he tapped out too fast.
He was supposed to grab that rope or break out. I'm Ultimate Warrior. I'm not going to sleep. And then what do you know? He goes to sleep.
So
no, I'm telling you right now. Now, CM Punk happens to he getting cashed in. Hypothetically, if he wins, he getting cashed in. Seth Rollins can't allow him to be a champion. He already seen it. He came out when they were talking.
He's saying,
like, wait a minute, nigga, don't say you're gonna win, because I'm telling you right now, if CM Punk wins, you can go ahead and forget about the World Heavyweight title. He gonna cash in on that nigga. Because there's something about that nigga. Even in a regular interview.
He do not like that man. Period. If ands or buts about it.
In a regular interview.
But what we gonna do, we gonna end this here on that note.
Yeah, I gotta go home. I gotta be lonely. My wife is gone.
Sound like personal problems.
What? I don't have a wife. She gone.
But ladies and gentlemen,
sit there in a cold shower looking.
Look. I ain't got nothing to do with that. I'm gonna let you do what you do on that one. You can say that part for yourself.
You think I can act? I can act.
Leave that to yourself. But ladies and gentlemen, it's been real. My name's Rod. That's Rome.
Mama, I made it.
Appreciate y'all being here with us, and we will see you next week.